Artificially. I'm not.
No
Any
objection,
objection?
Your Lordship.
Yes. Yes.
I'll oblige.
I'll oblige.
May it please Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 50. 50.
Objection, my lord.
Any objection?
No objection.
Yes. 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks.
Oblige.
Yes.
May it please Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I beg to make a mention of item number 48, Your Lordship.
48.
Yes, Your Lordship. Lordship, in this matter, I'm praying for 1 week's time, Your Lordship.
Who at other side? Who's there? Do you have any
Your
objection?
Lordship. No, Lordship.
1 week or 2 weeks?
2
Yes. Okay. 2 weeks. Yes.
Oblige, Lordship. May I please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 57. I'm praying for 2 weeks' time, Your Lordship.
On behalf of
No objection. On behalf of Senior Counsel H.L. Sankari, sir.
57.
Petitioner, yes, sir.
Shobha Gupta.
Lordship. No
No
objection.
objection to this one.
No, Lordship.
Okay.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 58, my Lord.
You at the other side.
My Lord, I'm praying for a week's time, my Lord.
Why? What's the problem? You have objection? You have objection?
No objection.
No objection. 2 weeks.
Oblige, my
Most Lordship.
Yes.
May it please Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 49.
No objection. Respondent number 6, Lordship.
Where's the
District Council
District Council is yet
Sir,
to
Thomas,
appear in this
yet to
matter.
appear.
Your
The
Lordship.
previous council have withdrawn.
Yes, Your Lordship. In the previous occasions, Your Lordship, Mr. Dingdor was appearing. Learned Counsel.
Senior Dingdor.
Who's at the council today? Any council?
No one.
It is noted from the order sheets that representation on behalf of the District Council respondents 1, 5 and 7 was last made on 20/02/2026. But today adjournment sought on behalf of the petitioner.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes, let the matter appear after 2 weeks. Petitioner also to inform standing council to upon council about inform the council, the standing council GKGDC, so the appearance can be made.
Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the interim order.
Interim orders there, then we won't
Yes,
adjourn the
Your
matter. The interim orders even if the next date. Yes.
Lordship.
Highly obliged, Your Lordship.
May it please Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 51, Your Lordship.
Why?
Your Lordship, and for respondent 4 to 6.
Who's for this council? Any objection, Mr. Sushang? Yes.
No objection.
Review petition, yes. Padma.
Supplementary list.
Most Lordship.
Item number 1.
What is this?
Here, Lordship, I have very limited prayer in this read petition, Lordship. Here, in this case, what happened? The petitioner is the first wife of the deceased. The deceased was working as under the BSF, Lordship, as Lance Nayak, Lordship. So he proceeded for leave, Lordship. So in the year 2011, Lordship, and till now his whereabout was not known, Lordship. Is not known. Disappeared, Lordship. Then Lordship, missing report was filed by the second wife at Punjab, Lordship. Then
Where was he posted when he disappeared?
Punjab.
So he left from Punjab.
From
come
Punjab
go
to,
where?
yes, the Mahendraganj, Lordship.
To come to
His in-laws' place at Mahendraganj, Lordship. Their first wife's place,
at
Lordship.
Mahendraganj.
Mahendraganj, Southwest Garhwal, Lordship. So he gone missing. Then 2013, Lordship, the family pension was released to the petitioner, Lordship. Now, more Lordship, there are some benefits, Lordship.
2013, he disappeared 2011.
11. Now the PPO will find at page, Lordship, page 19. This is she is getting the family pension, Lordship. Now some benefits are still lying with the department, Lordship, like insurance and other benefits, Lordship. Now the department is asking to obtain a death declaration from a competent court. That is at page 21, Lordship.
So you went to the court, what happened?
My Lord, then I filed a, my Lord, that is at page 24, Lordship. This is the suit, Lordship.
Yes.
Now, before registering the case, Lordship, then I have to place the case before the office of the district and session judge, Lordship, for endorsement, Lordship. Now, the district and session judge refused to register the case on the ground of territorial jurisdiction, Lordship.
Why? What territorial jurisdiction?
My Lord, saying
He's a native of that place.
no, he is from here. That is why my
native of this jurisdiction of this court, the court where you filed the application.
my Lord, his wife is from there only, Ampati, Lordship.
Dr. Mosika?
So I have a very limited prior, Lordship. At least I am not asking.
No, we understand. Yes.
But from page 12, my lord, it appears that
If you already
deceased
granting
was-
her a family pension, then what are you seeking now?
I'll have
But
it.
how family pension paid only after 2 years of disappearance? What do your rules say?
I'll need instruction. I'll file affidavit. I'll have it.
I have either or release or I
Let
may
him
be
get
allowed to.
instructions.
Yes.
Sir. But with the associate commissioner issue notice, Dr. N. Mosika with MSc Jala present on behalf of respondents 1, 2, 4. As such, no further notice required. Respondents no notice to issue to the number 5 presently. List after 2 weeks for instructions. Yes.
Lordship.
Item number 2.
William Sangma.
Item number 2.
You received a copy of this case. Who is the
Yes, Your
parent of the petitioner? None present in the petitioner. Just after 1 week. Yes.
Your Lordship, the main matter is listed on the 20th next
This
week, Your
on
Lordship.
20th.
So,
3.
obliged, Your Lordship.
None of the petitioner as submitted the main matter is listed on the 20th.
20th, Your Lordship, Thursday.
3.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
Lord, this is a miscase for impletement, Lordship.
Even of
Impletement of the Secretary to the Government, Assam, Lordship, Family and Welfare Department,
yes.
and this Director of Health Services, Lordship, Assam, as well as the District Register of Birth and Date, Lordship.
Yes, this is an application of implement of paragraph 4, 1, 2, 3 as party respondent stuff. It's submitted to SC Sheikh that the implement of the new response is necessary for full adjudication of matter. Next paragraph, the same objected to by Ms. Ailingwa on the response number 1, 2,
3, Your Lordship.
1, 2, 3. Accordingly, next this case allowed the so and so 1, 2, 3 shall be implemented as respondents 7, 8,
8,
and
9.
Yes, this case allowed disposal of. In the main case is there too, you know. Yes.
Much obliged, Lordship. 4.
Yes.
My lord, I believe we have to supply this copy. It was not clear on the last occasion.
You see him, Mr. Goenka?
Yes, Your Lordship. We may be allowed 2 weeks' time to seek instruction in this regard.
My lord, it may be disposed of, my
It's
lord.
only for willful violation.
Yes, Your Lordship. Only 2 weeks' time I need to take instruction from the petitioner, Your Lordship.
Get by tomorrow.
The London conducting causes is also on sanction.
Who's the conducting
Mr. S. Dintal, Your Lordship. That's why I humbly pray this matter will come up after 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
Yes, MS Argolni today has produced a communication dated 24/07/2026 showing that the orders to be violated since been complied. Yes, Mr. S. Goenka, because the same is taken on board bit of the record, and a copy has been made over to the counsel of the petitioner, Mr. S. Goenka. Stop. Mr. S. Goenka seeks 1 week's time to obtain instructions. Just after 1 week.
Much obliged.
Daily list item number 1.
We'll take this after some time. We just finish the other orders. I think better. Since you'll take substantial time, I suppose.
Well, this would take a little bit of time.
Item number 2.
What's this matter about?
My lord, this matter, it relates to the petitioner who is married to her husband, my lord. Respondent number 3, wherein, my lord, she got married in Mahadev Kola. Well,
Okay, yes.
and then, my lord, she had, during the marriage, she has this written ceremonial receipt, my lord. But then she is also one of the member of the bar, and then, my lord, my lord, when the Shillong Bar Association got down into fire, my lord, because she had litigations with with the respondent, her husband, so she kept the receipt there, my lord. So it got burned, and then she wrote representations.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Entering appearance for respondent 1.
One is
Mahadev Kola, yes, my
and
lord.
you for
for respondent number 3.
3.
Akhilesh Oja.
I for the state, your lordship.
This writ is not maintainable because we are private religious society.
You file your objections.
I'll file my file in the course of the day.
Yes.
I'll file my file in the course of the day.
Yes. Mr. Your name, sorry. Ms. Enupadya, yes. At the appearance on number 1, and Mr. Lasangluya, respondent is under appearance behalf of respondent number 3. As such notice, and as per the charges present on behalf of respondent number 2, as such notice is complete on the respondents. What do you want to do? File
our reply.
Huh?
We'll file our reply, your lordship, but I am yet to receive instructions.
Yes, Ms. Abdulaji submits that he gets the instructions. And sends instructions. Stop. Ms. Enupadya, however, submits that the petition is not maintainable. The prayer is not allowed to file a objection as to maintainability for the next date, just after 2 weeks.
Obliged, my lord.
3.
Hey, please, your lordship. With regard to respondent number 8, we didn't have any instruction, and we did not represent her.
But you presented him before, correct?
Before we represented him, but later on we no instruction, so we.
Number 8 is whom? Who represents this village implementing monitoring cell?
Yes, so respondent 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7. We are representing her.
This village implementation.
Yes.
Then they don't need a necessary party. Then
we had filed.
Where's your leading counsel?
It's out station, your honor.
Who's leading you in the case?
Arlingdo, your honor.
Who?
Arlingdo.
Who's Arlingdo?
Your honor, I'm praying some more time to file the rejoinder, your lordship.
Yes, India.
Yes, Mr. KV Arlingdo submits that regards from one of the 8. So no instruction have been received. The respondents 5, 6, and 7 are representing the cell.
Yeah, we had filed a affidavit.
As such, they are not a necessary party. it is not necessary to be arrayed as party respondents. You pray for striking off the as party.
No, I don't pray that, but
You file affidavit. You already filed it.
we are fine.
No state. Yes. Your name?
S. Kharkrang. S. Kharkrang, Your Lordship.
S.
S. Kharkrang.
Karkarang. If MSS Karkarang paid for petitioner, the form is allowed for the 2 weeks time to file to join the after it's filed by the respondent. Yes.
Highly obliged.
Item number 4.
I could not file the rejoinder, my lord. I need some more time to file rejoinder.
Yes, 2 weeks for the time as allowed for rejoinder.
Right.
5.
My lord, item 5 to item 25, my lord. These are all pertaining to, my lord, lump sum disability pension, except item number 7, which has been wrongly tagged, my lord, in this series. Item number 7, my lord, pertains to non-communication of reading entries, my lord, to the petitioner.
Reading entries.
My lord, 7 may be therefore segregated, and item number 5 to 25, otherwise, my lord, on the last occasion, Dr. Mozika had submitted that he will submit a comprehensive chart as to their entitlement, so that, my
praying
lord,
for some time, Lordship. We're compiling the medical records, Lordship.
Yes.
I'm praying for some time, Lordship. We're compiling the medical records as well of the petitioners.
At item number 7, the WC number?
432, my lord.
432
may be
of
segregated. 2025.
Yes, in these connected matters, submitted Mr. B. Pathak, except for WC 432, which deals with reading entries. The rest relate to the claim for disability pension. Correct? Yes. Stop. Accordingly, on his prayer, the WC 432 shall stand segregated. So call out separately. Yes. Emmer Chang, who is present by Dr. Ambedkar, yes, I submits that though they were supposed to furnish a chart with regard to the particulars of each case, the same could not be completed. He pays for how much further time?
2 weeks, Lord.
2 weeks further time to complete and submit the same stuff. 432.
I'm praying for some time to file an affidavit, Lordship.
My lord, affidavit not filed 432.
Yes, 432. Learned counsel with Emmer Chang prays for the further to kind of affidavit. Yes, thereafter also.
Highly obliged.
$26.
26, my lord, the pleadings are complete. My lord, we are submitting that this is a covered case otherwise.
Yes.
That whether, my lord, this SCR during ERE duty, my lord, should be counted or not towards promotion, my lord. There are already judgments from this honorable court that ERE duty is also part of the duty in the same force and therefore they have to be counted. So pleadings are complete, my lord, and Dr. Mozika is present. We can take it up for disposal, my lord.
He's
If not
on
today, my
legs,
lord.
Lordship. If it may be taken up sometime next week, Lordship.
Yes,
my lord.
Once submitted, please complete this the matter of a hearing after 2 weeks. Yes, we'll respond next date. Yes.
My lord.
27.
27 and 28, my lord, both cases affidavit not filed, my lord.
I'm praying for some time, Lordship.
In the fresh matters? No.
My lord, 26 matters, my lord.
Yes, let's prayed for the 3 weeks time allowed. 27 for affidavit. Yes.
Highly
28.
28 also
Same
for
here,
affidavit,
madam.
Lordship.
29.
Obliged, my lord.
Half the list belong to Mr. Pathak. Yes.
In fact, this matter has become infractious, my lord. The time period of 1 year has already expired. So earlier also they filed similar applications that was disposed of by giving direction that they should approach to the district council. That order is at page number, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Lathulia.
Lordship, I'll have to file a reply, Lordship.
What reply?
Nothing left, my lord.
I'll have to seek instructions, Lordship.
If my lord will see page number 7, annex of 5, my lord. Annex of 5 is at, my lord,
Which number?
page number 24, my lord. It was for 1 year with effect from the date of their appointment, that is 5/7/2025.
Page 24.
Yes. This period has already expired, my lord. There is nothing left in this case. And moreover, my lord, earlier also similar prayer was made.
Mr. Simkan,
my lord,
you kindly look at page 12 of this petition.
My lord.
See, this other case has been reserved for judgment, correct?
Right, my lord.
And I think with the bench is where my brother appears earlier on. He didn't bring that also to court.
My lord, the other matter, the main matter is already.
No. See this order, but what's it? But then I don't think it's very effective. He was just.
My lord, this is an order, my lord, by which my lord has asked the district council to appoint administrative officer. So that has been done, my lord.
In fact, it's 1 to 6 different.
My lord, another miscase that was filed, my lord. That is, I'll just take your lordship, my lord. In fact, my lord, I have enclosed it with my affidavit in opposition, my lord. If my lord have a copy of it, my lord.
No. Now please come page 24. What do you want to see in 24?
Page number 24, my lord. If I can just read.
Yeah.
It says, my lord, in pursuance of section 16 and 17 of the Zentia Hills Autonomous District Council, Joy, Act 2015, the Executive Committee, Zentia Hills Autonomous District, Joy, is pleased to recognize the following office bearer and member of the Dorbar Ilaka Rimbai appointed by the Dorbar Ilaka on 5/7/2025. The office bearer and members appointed shall hold office for 1 year with effect from
Has
the.
it been extended or is still expired?
No instructions,
And
Lordship.
my lord, these are so many things, my lord. There are disputed question of facts, my lord, and therefore my lord has given a direction in the earlier miscase which was filed, my lord, by them. If my lord will come to my affidavit in opposition, my lord. Page number 17, my lord. Starts from page number 16.
Yes.
My lord, it says this is an application for direction to issue to the Sunrise Ilaka Rimbai East Zentia Hills District to not interfere with or obstruct the day-to-day administration and other lawful activities of the Dorbar Ilaka Rimbai Dolership during pendency of the main writ petition. From the averments and annexes enclosed with the writ petition, it appears that firstly, the grievance is directed against Sunrise Ilaka, which is not party in the main proceeding. Further, it is noted that the actions of the said organizations, which is stated to have interfered with the functioning of the executive Dorbar Rimbai Ilaka, who are outside the realm of present subject matter in issue, which is with regard to the elections of Dolor Ilaka Rimbai. In these circumstances, therefore, the instant miscase cannot be entertained at this juncture, and the applicant, respondent number 4, is at liberty to approach the district council respondent in connection with their grievances. My lord, similar prayer was made in this earlier round of litigations, my lord. My lord has given them direction to approach the.
Yes.
District.
Today, Mr. N. Silpan drawn attention to the support to Annexure 5 at page 24 in petition, which shows that the term of the present Darbar of the
Dorbar
Ilaka Rimbai has since expired on 5/7/2026. Stop. Next part to this submission, Mr. Lasangria, praise loud 1 week's time to obtain instruction. Yes, this is the rapporteur.
30.
May it please your lordship, over here the main party is the union, my lord, because the land is under their occupation. With regard to the state lordship, since this land transfer was made about more than 90 years back, it's very difficult for us to trace the records, my lord.
90 years back?
Lordship.
Transfer to whom?
Lordship's
What are
presently,
you challenging?
same has been leased to the British government, my lord.
Well, we are praying that the land which was acquired by the respondent.
Where is the land situated?
Lom Put Padar and Maulong, my lord.
Where is it within?
My lord, this is as per my instructions. It's Madan Laban, my lord.
Madan Laban and Lausotun, my lord.
Well, Port Padar.
So the Sautan clan, they through this writ, they're trying to seek the land back, my lord.
See, what about the other 99-year lease which was covered by the full bench judgment?
Lordship.
Will it cover these lands also?
My lord, I'll go through that, my lord.
Yes. Yes, on the pre-order council respondents for the police time allowed for affidavit. Yes. Otherwise,
31.
Much obliged, my lord.
Lordship, file?
Not yet, Lordship.
Not
31 to
filing. How many times
34.
you sought? This is what time? How many times you sought rejoinder? This is the second time.
Second.
Yes, Lordship.
Okay, after for the 2 weeks time allowed for rejoinder.
Yes.
Yes.
32. 31 to 34, Lordship. Connected.
Same order up to 30.
To 34, your lordship.
35.
File.
My lord, in this matter we will file a short rejoinder, Lord.
To whom? To your affidavit?
We'll file a composite.
Yes, file.
Yes,
we file, your lordship.
Yes, sir. As Mr. James Numa is allowed 2 weeks time to file short rejoinder after it's filed by the respondent.
Oblige,
your lordship.
36.
It's up to 2 weeks. What was the cricket?
36.
May it please your lordship, the point he has raised by my learned friend that we have not addressed in our affidavit, that my lord, why that previous secretary was removed and he has been accommodated again as a secretary, my lord. That point I want to file an affidavit, my lord, to bring on record why he was removed, my lord. Because he himself he has filed an affidavit.
The office remains vacant.
We have already forwarded, my lord. We have already forwarded to the government. Government is yet to publish the notification, my lord. Today morning also we have clarified, my lord, that part.
Till now there is no additional judge functioning. There is only 2 judges. That also they have promoted to the additional judge. Actually they are the current assistant judge. From there they have
Mr. P.T. Sama.
So I will.
Do you know anything to say?
Your lordship will come to this page 33 of my affidavit, respondent number 3. Where after the initial order was passed by the division bench in the PIL, now respondent number 3 had filed an application for modification of that order. The lordship will see, this is a small order.
Page 33.
Page 33 of my affidavit.
Yes.
The applicant was the secretary cum additional judge, District Council Court of Garo Hills, Autonomous District, Tura. This application has been filed for modification of the order by which we had directed separation of the executive from judiciary, and also further directed that the applicant shall continue to function as the additional judge of the said District Council Court. Mr. D. Leonard, counsel appearing on behalf of this council, has submitted that the order of DB has been implemented and minutes of the executive committee meeting held on 11/12/2025 is placed before this court. Wherefrom it appears that Shri P.R. Marak is appointed as in charge secretary to the executive committee of GHDC in place of the present applicant. Learned senior counsel for the applicant has submitted that the applicant is not competent to discharge his functions.
Exactly, my lord.
Why is he competent?
He himself, he is saying, my lord, that he is not competent. Tomorrow, people like Mr. P.T. Sama will come forward and say that a person who is sitting there is not competent, my lord. That is what.
But he has the qualifications, correct?
My lord.
Yes, he has a LLB degree.
He was,
and he has been discharging for more than 5 years as a judge with district council. Okay, now after working for more than 5 years, he is saying that himself that he is
he was given an
unqualified.
Charge, he was just given a charge, my lord. He was not permanently appointed there, my lord. We have already written a letter, my lord, and forwarded a name.
So who are you proposing to appoint as judge?
Two people, my lord. We have already forwarded, my lord. One is Vicarious Marak, my lord, and another one is my lord.
Present additional judges.
They are the present.
They are the present, my lord.
What about at the magistrate level? Who's there?
That, my lord, advertisement
has been issued.
It had been issued, my lord.
No, my lord, what has
Just give us some
happened
time, my lord. We will definitely cure all these loopholes, my lord,
See,
whatever
the
is going.
anxiety of the court is not with regard to what is written here. The only thing is that the office should not remain vacant.
My lord,
because then it's hampering the entire administrative justice. That is the only consideration that
we are taking note of that, my lord. Today also morning, my lord. CM
How long has the office been vacant?
Since from 12 February, no, December. There is an order. It is supposed to continue as a. Prior to that also, there was no judge, not functioning. Since from 10/12/2025, there was an order. He is allowed supposed to continue as an interim as an additional judge. But now since from 10/12/2025 till now, there is no additional judge. That means they are not complying.
Down today, Mr. S. The Learned Counsel for the respondent number.
For respondent number 1, 2, and 3, my lord.
1, 2, 3 is the without
1 and 2, my lord. 1 and 2.
Bring in a specific, bring an affidavit.
My lord.
Allowed to file affidavit to bring on report specific instructions.
My lord.
And steps taken by the district council.
My lord.
Mr. T.T. Wingo, then say council, next paragraph, has also drawn attention to this court to an order dated 17/12/2025, passed in MC bracket PIL number 11/2025 in PIL number 15/2025, and submits that the division bench of this court on an application notification had left it to the district council to decide as to who is to occupy the office of the judge of the district council court. Next paragraph. Though the incident matters a contempt proceeding, but the larger issue is with the vacancy that's existing in the office of the judge of the council court, also the judicial magistrate. Review of the matter is expected that
3 weeks I'm playing, but we have to take up the matter with the state.
Is possible by the respondents. List the matter for 3 weeks. Yes.
Well, highly blessed.
Much blessed. Yes.
37.
My lord, 37 and 38 is connected matter, and we have filed our rejoinder, my lord.
You filed?
Yes,
What's the
my
matter about?
My lord, this is the matter which pertains to the retirement benefits, pension, and even the revised payment, where the
So
petitioner.
we'll have early hearing.
My lord.
Yes, MSS now say submits that rejoinder will file this matter for hearing after 1 week.
My lord, after 2 weeks, my lord.
Why?
Because the other matters
you don't
also.
want a pension?
I want, my lord, but the other matter is also listed for hearing before this court after 1 week. Which matter? My lord, another not aware of that. Which not pertains to
You
this
can't
matter,
handle
but
2 hearings in 1 day.
my lord, there are also other matters.
Okay, after 2 weeks, yes. Your choice.
Of light, my lord.
Yes.
39.
Yes, my lord, I have received my affidavit. I'll file it in the course of the day. I received it this
your
morning.
affidavit,
No,
maybe?
my lord, the counter affidavit is signed copy.
You see that is ready for filing, that's all. MSOI Bank 414 submits that affidavit in final court of the day. What about you?
I'm appearing for respondent number 6. Enter appearance, Lordship.
Today?
Yes, Lordship.
Okay, FGC Marak, that depends Thosh for me. FGC Marak under the appearance today on behalf of the respondent number
6.
6 and entering appearance today? Yes, today stop. MSOI Bank 4124 submit the actual final course of the day. Stop PB Pasa submits that, praise that. For the please time be given. This after prayers allowed, this after 2 weeks. Yes.
Respondent. Yes. May it please your lordship. Now this is with regard to the item number 40, the list of dates today.
There's a fresh matter file also, Mr. Bhuya.
That is with regard to the suspension, my lord. That's altogether a different subject.
For the no, who filed? No, please just can you just there are three now. There are three repetitions, correct?
Yes.
First one
Yes.
by the president of the
Yes.
Cricket Association.
Yes.
Second filed by the
General Secretary, my lord.
Who's for the General Secretary?
I am for the General Secretary, my lord.
You are General Secretary.
Yes.
Lordship, in
You filed two repetitions.
No, my lord. In item number 40, we have filed the stay vacating. And in 41,
wherein
we have
the suspension has been challenged, Lordship. I am appealing for the petition.
No. Please try to understand.
Yes.
Here, this person, Reynal Kharkamni, correct?
Yes.
You are appearing for him.
Yes.
In one matter, Lordship. In the other matter, wherein the suspension has been challenged, Lordship. In item number 42, I am appearing for him, Lordship.
Different counsel.
Different counsel.
For the same person.
Lordship.
Why?
Sorry, my lord. That's the choice, my lord.
That's the choice, Lordship. He wanted to engage the local counsel in the matter, Lordship. In the other matter, he has engaged another senior.
Very short and precise matter, my lord. I won't take much time, my lord. And to assist this honorable court to come to a just decision, my lord, may I start with item number 40?
Now you want to press your Mrs. application?
Yes, I am praised for this.
That is 204.
Yes, my lord. A short note, my lord, will kindly see that everything will be clear from the list of dates. My lord,
in your miss case?
No, my lord, the miss case I am moving it. But before that, may I take your lordship to some of the dates chronologically, my lord. On 3/3/2026.
1 second.
Yes. I can find to them. You lose it.
Repetition.
Yes. 3/3/2026, my lord. Wherein here the president, who is the petitioner, writes to all the members to attend 26 Apex Council meeting to be held on 7/3/2026.
Where is that?
Page 19.
Page 19 of our 41.
Page 19 of
41.
item number 41, my lord.
41?
Yes.
Have you made a list of dates?
Yes, that's what, my lord, it will be easier.
Have you made a independence of dates? Because list of these matters are interconnected.
Yes,
It is there, my lord.
41.
41 it is
Our
there.
writ petition.
Our writ petition, my lord. Here they have not given it, my lord. But
I mean, since you're pressing it, do you have independent list of dates or facts which will be easier for the court?
yes, my lord, that's true, my lord, that's true. 3/3/2026, letter by the petitioner, my lord, who is the president, to all members of to attend 26 Apex Council meeting to be held on 7/3/2026. Page 19.
Page 19.
Yes. Next is 7/3/2026. Apex Council meeting was held. That is, my lord, page 20 to 30.
This is page 20.
20 to 30. Goes to 30, my lord. Yes.
Yes.
And one of the agenda was with regard to appointment of the ombudsman, my lord. Now, if your lordship, the next date is 9/3/2026. Appointment letter to ombudsman was issued by respondent number 1, page 30. That is the president.
Page 30 something else.
Page 30.
Our 29. Page 29.
Page 29, my lord. Yes. 29. Then, my lord, will kindly see 6/5/2026. Letter by the petitioner to all members to attend the emergency Apex Council meeting to be held on 9/5/2026.
Yes.
Page 32.
Page 32.
31.
31, yeah. Now on 9/5, my lord, fixing the date of the Apex Council, my lord, meeting, emergency Apex Council meeting to be held on 9/5. On 9/5/2026, Apex Council meeting was held. Point number 12, my lord, discussed. Page 33, my lord, will kindly see appointment of ombudsman.
Where's the agenda? Where's that?
Point number 12.
Right.
Yes. Then again, my lord, 14/5/2026, my lord, the President petitioner issued a letter to Ombudsman informing to keep the appointment at abeyance. That is the General Secretary, my lord. Yes.
Affidavit in reply.
Yes. Affidavit in reply, we have given it, my lord. Annexed it in affidavit in reply.
Where in the other?
Yes. Yes. 41 item.
49.
Because it was not as per the constitution.
But if this is your petition, then why did it come in the affidavit reply?
Because in the 41, my lord, the appointment itself with regard to the decision making process with regard to the power of the Apex Council was challenged, my lord. In that it has come, my lord.
Which page of the affidavit reply?
Page 2, sir. 14/5/2026. Reply.
Page 10.
Page 10. Annexure 1 of the affidavit in reply, my lord.
Yes.
Now next is, my lord, on 24/6/2026. My lord, there are 12 district association under the Meghalaya Cricket Association.
Now, what
Yes.
happened? He was appointed in the general meeting, correct? Which was called on by your page 29. And so on the meeting held on that day,
Yes.
that was the 9th. On the 9th,
9th.
he was appointed as the ombudsman.
Ombudsman, my lord,
Right.
by the Apex Council, my lord.
Yes. Then
Yes. Then on 14/5, my lord, petitioner issued a letter to Ombudsman informing of keeping the whole appointment with regard to functioning of the Ombudsman at abeyance because of the fact that it is not as per the Constitution. That is the letter, my lord, page 29. Now on 24/6/2026, my lord, that's very important. Out of 12 district associations, my lord, 9 district associations wrote, my lord.
where's the list of dates, Mr. Guya?
My lord.
You said you made a list of dates.
Yes, my lord. I'll give
Extra ke banwana.
extra ko bunwana hai.
You know, it's very difficult for the
Well,
court to
my lord,
navigate.
I'll make it and give it to your lordship, my lord.
You will take up the other matter. You kindly prepare it. We will take it up.
No, my lord. Ki karbe? My
Very
lord,
difficult.
just 2 dates, my lord, and everything is over, my lord.
We are three writ petitions. You're referring to after the reply and to writ petition. Very difficult.
My lord, in that case,
we may alert in the matter. At least to prepare a consolidated list of dates.
Yes, that's
which
true,
actually
my lord.
traverse the 3 writ petitions.
My lord.
Since we're going to dispose them all up together.
My lord, in item number 41, we have filed one impleading petition, my lord, wherein...
We'll take it after some time. We'll take up the other matters.
Yes, my lord. Even bolai de.
43.
Item number 41 will be.
Yes, 43.
43.
After some time. Now only 11.
Your Lordship, I received Parawas command, Your Lordship. I mean, allow some.
Only state respond, no one else.
Yes, only respondent number 2 is the dependent, Your Lordship. Respondent number 1 and 2 is the only state is
Yes.
party.
2 weeks time. Yes, 2 weeks, 7 of affidavits.
44.
Others? We just finish the orders and we take up your matter.
Wait, please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I'm praying for some time on behalf of respondents 1 to 5. We are awaiting instructions.
Yes, a fresh matter. Any other private respondents?
6 and 7, Your Lordship, are there?
They have received?
Yes, you have served notice, Your Lordship.
Not received. It also indicates that service not complete 6 and 7. Praise for
1 to 5. 1 to 5.
5 praise for allowed 2 weeks time.
Yes, Your Lordship.
File affidavit of petitioner also permitted to obtain status of service and to file affidavit. Yes.
45.
Same prayer, Your Lordship.
Yes.
I'm for respondents 1, 2, and 3.
I have instructions to appear for respondent number 6 as well.
Yes.
I have instructions to appear for respondent number 6.
Yes, Member Champ with that. They will also be representing the respondent number 6. As such, notice complete on the respondents. Stop. Type your name of Captain Council. Yes.
My lord, steps has been taken on all the respondents.
Yes, sir. The council response we have allowed to extend the file activities. Yes.
Much obliged.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
46.
Yes.
Disconnected matter with the next item.
46 and 47 both are connected matters. Only small issue, my lord, that is left to be decided, my lord. But what I can do, my lord, I can prepare a written notes, my lord. I'll file it. Matter can be reserved for order.
We'll take it.
Take
up other matters.
Well, it's this issue. I've sought instructions. There seems to be a genuine concern insofar as the petitioners are concerned. This is that matter your lordship should recollect. It's where the Mantri has to perform certain religious functions.
Yes.
So, what we propose is that without disturbing the position of Mantri and without offending the sentiments of the people who believe in the other faith. So what can be done is the Mantri, if he is not a member of the Niyam Khasi faith, so what he can do, he will not do it himself, but he will have the power to depute somebody who's from that faith.
And we'll take it up. We'll take another date. Yes, 46, 47.
On this issue, then we can put a closure to this.
Yes.
Otherwise, every year, when this ritual comes, then there's some proceeding before your lordships.
Yes, 46 is together with item 47. After 1 week, after 1 week, yes. Then that time we will record his submission. After 1 week, yes. All right. Let's start. After the number 1.
Item number 1.
Unnecessarily, you have given me the.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You finished?
Lord, I almost completed the other day.
You were placing the last judgment on 14(9) SEC page 1.
Yes. Now, in regard to the impugn order your lordship has seen, now what I propose, my learned friend can start his argument, and if need be, my lord, in the time of reply, I will take it.
Yes, Mr. Shura, you recall the arguments made by such.
Lordship, yes. Lordship, yes. May I begin, your lordship? May it persist, your lordship. Lordship, first and foremost, your lordship, I would like to raise the locus of the petitioner, your lordship.
Locus?
Lordship, yes. Lordship, who filed the writ petition? Lordship, kindly have page 25, that is the affidavit.
Who filed the petition?
Lordship, yes.
Page 25.
Lordship, yes. The affidavit, your lordship, was signed by one Mr. Geraldton Pakma, your lordship, who claimed to be
authorized representative.
Lordship, who claimed to be the secretary, your lordship, of the Mohar Presbyterian Church. Lordship, lordship, kindly have page 97, your lordship. That is the show cause reply to the show cause notice issued by the Deputy Commissioner.
Page?
Page 97, your lordship. And who signed that? Who signed that show cause reply, Your Lordship? Lordship will kindly come at page 103.
Just reply.
Lordship, yes. Lordship, who is the signatory to that?
The same person who signed it.
Lordship, Lordship will find at page 103, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Shri G. Pakma, Secretary, Mauhar Presbyterian Church, Lordship. Then, Lordship, kindly have page 90.
90.
90, Your Lordship. And this is the letter issued by one, Dear Thank You. Lordship will kindly come to page 92, Your Lordship. He also claimed to be the Secretary, Balang Presbyterian Mauhar, Your Lordship.
No, this one is, he says Mauhar Presbyterian Church.
Lordship, yes.
Balang Presbyterian Mauhar.
Lordship, yes. Lordship.
What's the difference?
Page 90 is clear.
Page 90, Your Lordship. Page 90. And who is the signatory to that letter, Your Lordship? Lordship will find it at page 92.
Yes.
I think TBM, I think Kemen Basan, Dear Thank You, Secretary Balang Presbyterian Mauhar. So, Your Lordship, for this post, Your Lordship, there are two contenders. For this post of Secretary, we don't know who is the genuine or the real Secretary, Your Lordship. Whether Lordship...
Is this Balang Presbyterian Mauhar Presbyterian same thing?
Lordship. Lordship, if Lordship kindly have again the... If Lordship kindly have page 103, Your Lordship.
Yes, I have 103.
Lordship, yes.
Mission Compound Block 1.
Lordship, yes. Then Lordship kindly have a page 90, Your Lordship. The signatory at page 92, Your Lordship. Yes.
Now this have letterhead, this letter.
Letterhead also, the Mauhar Presbyterian.
It's the same.
Is same, Your Lordship. Same, Your Lordship. Mauhar Presbyterian. Lordship kindly come first to page 97.
No, I mean it's on the same letterhead.
Lordship, yes. Then who is the genuine and real Secretary, Your Lordship? This, Your Lordship, involves disputed question of facts, Your Lordship.
Yes, please continue.
Lordship. So the locus, Your Lordship, the locus of the writ petitioner, Your Lordship, in my humble and respectful submission, Your Lordship, is doubtful.
So you mean to say that he is not a secretary?
Lordship, yes. They are two rival for the same post, Your Lordship. We do not know, Your Lordship. These are this matter require oral evidence to be led, Your Lordship, to determine whether Mr. A is the real secretary or Mr. B, Your Lordship. It cannot.
So you say disputed facts.
Lordship, yes. In my humble and respectful submission, Your Lordship, all this issue cannot be adjudicated in the proceeding under 226, Your Lordship, of the Constitution.
Okay, yes.
Next, Your Lordship, another point, Your Lordship. Lordship, going by the pleading in the writ petition, Your Lordship, this, as I have submitted, Your Lordship, involves disputed question of facts, Your Lordship. Lordship, there is. Give me that. No, that. Lordship. These, Your Lordship, basically, Your Lordship, these are internal dispute, Your Lordship. It's a claim.
See, Mr. Shulai, Lordship, that even when this matter was taken up initially, then we all understand also that we're not looking into this code not interfere in the internal workings of the church.
Lordship,
the only thing we're going to look at is the legality.
That I'll come, Your Lordship. I'll come, Your Lordship.
Passed by the
Deputy Commissioner, Lordship. I'm coming to that, Your Lordship. I'm coming to that, Your Lordship.
That jurisdiction.
I'm coming to that, Your Lordship.
In the sense that is comes under 25-26. So that's only that. So whether the Deputy Commissioner had the power,
Lordship, in my humble respectful,
give injunction that there should be no third party interest created, or whether the other part we already made clear that this court will not touch that. That classical matters.
Lordship, why the
build mechanism you resort to that? Yes.
Why the Deputy Commissioner has to come into the picture, Your Lordship? Because both the parties approach the Deputy Commissioner. The genesis, Your Lordship, of the before I come to that, Your Lordship, as I have submitted, Your Lordship, these are the internal dispute, Your Lordship, internal dispute between two factions of the same church.
We are aware of that.
And there is, Your Lordship, both the parties, Your Lordship, they are bound by the guidelines, by the Constitution, Your Lordship. There is an inbuilt mechanism, Your Lordship, in the Constitution, Your Lordship.
Yes.
They should have taken recourse to that, Your Lordship. And who is the apex body, Your Lordship, to determine is the Presbyterian Church of India, Your Lordship.
So that Mr. Shongwan last time made it very clear that position is accepted. So we are no quarrel with that. Only with regard to the justifiability of the
Lordship,
legality of
then
the order.
coming to the order passed by the Deputy Commissioner, if Lordship kindly have page 78.
Only that you have to.
Lordship, I'm coming to that, Your Lordship, because in this kind of situation, when both the parties approach the Deputy Commissioner, what the Deputy Commissioner has to do, Your Lordship, something he has to do something, Your Lordship. Lordship, kindly see, this is the minutes.
So what is done, we have to see whether it's permissible in law. That's one.
Lordship, in my humble and respectful submission, Your Lordship, there is no interference with regard to the religious matters of both the parties, Your Lordship. This is only what the Deputy Commissioner has done, Your Lordship. It is a kind of stopgap arrangement, Your Lordship, pending the dispute to be resolved between the two parties, Your Lordship. The genesis as I have submitted, Your Lordship, start at page 78. Lordship, I kindly have at page 78, Your Lordship. This is the minutes of the meeting held in the office chamber of the Deputy Commissioner on 12 March 26, Your Lordship.
Yes.
What is that discussion, Your Lordship? Law and order, then registration of the societies, Your Lordship. And what are the decisions taken, Your Lordship? Lordship, kindly have page 79. Lordship, kindly have page 79. After threadbare discussion, the following decisions were taken. The Superintendent of Police is requested to speed up the inquiry and submit the report based upon the inquiry, Lordship, at page 79, Your Lordship.
What inquiry?
Lordship, this is the inquiry relating to the registration. 78, Your Lordship. Lordship, kindly see. Lordship, kindly have the point 1 and 1I and 2I, Your Lordship.
Oh, FIR, code FIR.
Lordship, yes. If I may read, Your Lordship. The chair pointed out that this is reported that the present discord between two factions is creating a discontent among the members of the church, which is evident from the FIR and counter FIR filed against each other. The chair then requested the additional Superintendent of Police and OC of Lumding 3PS to brief on the status of the FIR. The additional Superintendent of Police informed that an FIR and counter FIR was received at Lumding Police Station on so-and-so and so-and-so respectively. The preliminary investigation is under progress and sought for more time to collect evidence and record the statement and witnesses. The chair then requested the police to speed up the inquiry and to submit their report at the earliest. With regard to
number 2, yes.
Then with regard to the registration of the church under the Meghalaya Societies Registration Act 1983, the chair stated that the management of the church as governed by its memorandum and regulation duly approved by the Registrar of Societies is an internal and separate matter which the district authorities does not want to interfere with. However, she pointed out that a society registered under the said act shall not alter its memorandum except with the previous permission of the registrar in writing. The alteration should be approved by a majority of 3/4 of its members. Further, a society may be dissolved if at a special general meeting convened for the purpose by the votes of 3/4 of the members, it passes a resolution for dissolution. Also, these issues regarding the management feature, as I said, has to be taken up with the appropriate authority. What is that appropriate authority? In my humble and respectful submission, Your Lordship, the PCI, Your Lordship, which is the apex body of the Presbyterian Church of India. Then, Lordship, kindly have a page 79, Your Lordship, the decision taken.
Yes.
The Superintendent of Police is requested to speed up the inquiry and submit the report. Based upon the inquiry, both parties should be directed to execute a bond for keeping peace subject to the following condition. The short service of the member should not be closed. Lordship, where is the question of interference, Your Lordship? There should not be any obstruction for performing the last burial rites of any members of the church. All these decisions, Your Lordship, all the decisions taken in that meeting, Your Lordship, between the rival faction of the church with the deputy commissioner, or the two parties, Your Lordship, they were the signatories, Your Lordship. Kindly have page 80, Your Lordship. They are the signatories to that minutes of the proceeding, Your Lordship.
Okay.
Then what happened, Your Lordship? After a decision has been taken on 12/3, Your Lordship, by Annexure 7, Your Lordship, at page 82, Your Lordship. One Shri MacDonald Pedro, pastor of Mocha Presbyterian Church, Your Lordship, he has written this letter to the Deputy Commissioner, Your Lordship, asking for modification of the minutes of the meeting held on 12/3/26. Lordship, kindly have page 82.
Yes, sir. So the next day itself.
Lordship, yes. Then
Was
Lordship,
signatory also to the meeting?
Lordship,
Was he signatory in the meeting that was?
MacDonald, pastor.
He's not there.
MacDonald, Lordship is Lordship, kindly come back to page 80, Lordship.
Yes,
He is at
okay.
serial number 4, Your Lordship.
Okay.
He was the signatory to the minutes of the meeting, the decision taken thereof, Your Lordship. Then Lordship, kindly have a page 88, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, this is the letter issued by the Deputy Commissioner on 3rd May 26, Your Lordship, informing the parties concerned, Your Lordship, that only normal church services and funeral services is allowed, Your Lordship, as per the decision taken on 12/3.
However, no other external interference.
Your Lordship, however, no external interference in the management and affairs of the church by any third party other than the two group is allowed till completion of the inquiry by the joint registrar of the society is Kasil district, Your Lordship. This is, Lordship, as I have submitted earlier, Your Lordship, this is only to prevent, Your Lordship, any misunderstanding or any untoward incident or any breach of peace and tranquility, Your Lordship, between the two rivals, Your Lordship. Then, Lordship.
So proceedings were drawn up, you mean?
Lordship, it appears so, Your Lordship. It appears so, Your Lordship. It appears so, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Then, Lordship, since the other parties, Your Lordship, it appears, Your Lordship, that there is a sort of a third party intervention, Your Lordship. Then the respondent who claimed to be the respondent number respondent number 5, Your Lordship, who also claimed to be the secretary of the Balang Presbyterian Maukhar, Your Lordship, he has written a letter to the Deputy Commissioner as well as to the Joint Register of Societies. Lordship, kindly have page 90, Annexure 12. This letter, Your Lordship, is very interesting. If Lordship, if I may take Your Lordship to paragraph 2 of that letter, that the office of the Deputy Commissioner East Kasil District Shillong was pleased to issue direction by letter referred above, whereby it was clearly stated that no external interference in the management and affairs of the church by any third party other than the two group is allowed till completion of the inquiry of the inquiry by the Joint Register of Societies is Kasil District, Shillong, in connection with the renewal of society. That, Lordship, kindly see, we have got reliable information that the third party in the instant matter, the Khasi Jantia Presbyterian Synod Mingi, under the chairmanship of the moderator and convened by the Secretary of the Synod, today the 12 May 26, held the executive committee of the KJP Synod Mingi and accepted the report of the subcommittee under the chairmanship of Reverend so-and-so, Reverend so-and-so, who are advised to interfere in the management and affairs of Mohawk Presbyterian by giving pastoral care. It is learned that the same is accepted by the executive committee of the KJP Mingi and decided to keep pastoral care. Your Lordship, kindly see, Your Lordship, kindly see, Your Lordship.
The letter by the other side, but
This is the letter, Your Lordship, by the other side.
petitioner, yes.
By the other side, that is respondent number 5, Your Lordship. He learned, Your Lordship, because they, as I have submitted, Your Lordship, on the in the meeting of 12/3, Your Lordship, there was a consensus decision taken by all the parties involved, Your Lordship. So what the petitioner has done, Your Lordship, they are trying to bring a third party, Your Lordship, to intervene in the matter, and that is why the respondent number 5 has written a letter to the Deputy Commissioner, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Then what the Deputy Commissioner has done, Your Lordship, kindly have page 96. This is the letter issued by the Deputy Commissioner, Your Lordship, to the writ petitioner who claims to be the Secretary of the Mohawk Presbyterian Church, Your Lordship.
So you challenge the locus and now yourself recognize him as secretary then?
Lordship, it appears from the material on record, Your Lordship, that there are two claimants for the same post, Your Lordship.
No. Now if yourself, you are paying for the state respondents, and by your letter, 13 May, you are addressing this the person who's representing the Presbyterian Church as
Lordship, what can the office do, Your Lordship? Because he also claimed, Your Lordship. The other side also claimed, Your Lordship.
Okay, yes.
Then, Lordship, can you have page 96, Your Lordship?
Yes.
This is the letter issued by the Deputy Commissioner to the writ petitioner, Your Lordship. Whereas the undersigned by letter dated so-and-so had categorically stated that no external interference in the management of affairs of the Mohawk Presbyterian Church by any third party other than the two dissenting group of the church is allowed till completion of the inquiry by the Joint Societies is considered. However, a complaint, Lordship, what is that complaint? The complaint that is there at page 90 annexure 12, Your Lordship. However, a complaint by letter number so-and-so was received as per your request. The Khasi Jantia Presbyterian Synod Mingi, under the chairmanship of the moderators, the secretary of the Synod Mingi had conducted the executive committee of the Synod Mingi on 12/5/2026, wherein it was reportedly accepted that the KJP Synod Mingi has decided to keep pastoral care to the Mohawk Presbyterian Church. In view of the above, you are hereby directed to show cause as to why proceeding under relevant section of the law should not be drawn up against the executive committee of the Mohawk Presbyterian Church for violation of the above order and disobeying the order of the Deputy Commissioner East Castle District, Shillong. Your reply should read the undersigned by so-and-so. Further, you are directed to ensure that no third-party interference in the management of the affairs of the Mohawk Presbyterian Church is allowed till completion of the inquiry by the Joint Register of Societies, East Castle District, Shillong. And then, Your Lordship, the next page, at page 97, that is the reply. That is the reply submitted by the writ petitioner, Your Lordship, to the Deputy Commissioner. Then, Lordship, faced with this situation, Your Lordship, situation, Your Lordship, what the DC has to do, Your Lordship? The Deputy Commissioner, Your Lordship, sought the opinion of the Presbyterian Church of India. Lordship, kindly have page 116, Your Lordship. Lordship, kindly see the contents of the letter, Your Lordship. This is addressed to one Shri Bormi Nongplu, Secretary KJP Synod Mingi. Whereas the office has received a copy of the letter number so-and-so issued by Reverend so-and-so, where it was stated that the executive committee of the KJP Senior Mingi in the executive committee held on 12 May 26 had decided to assist the Mawhar Presbyterian Church in conducting the sacrament on so-and-so and nominated 33 members to administer the sacrament. Whereas such action is in violation of the order of the undersigned dated 13 May 2026, wherein it was clearly stated that no third party interference in the management of the affairs of the Mawhar Presbyterian Church is allowed till completion of the inquiry by the joint register of societies is Khasin district. As per the communication received from the moderator Presbyterian Church of India, PCI, no synod has the authority to validly provide pastoral care or ministerial service to a church that fall outside its defined geographical and administrative jurisdiction. The specific duties of the synod are explicitly laid down in Chapter 2, Article D, Clause 7 of the Constitution of the PCI. The provision of pastoral services by another synod would amount to the de facto ecclesiastical recognition of that congregation as falling under its jurisdiction and lacks legal validity. Regarding who can provide pastoral care and administrative sacrament to the communicant, members of the PCI has clarified that pending disposal or any transfer, affiliation issued the sole authority responsible for providing pastoral care and administrative sacrament to commitants member is the sub-pastoral committee of the presbytery as mandated under Clause 2, Article C, Clause 12C of the Constitution. In view of the above, you are requested to stop the action of administering the sacrament and providing pastoral and ecclesial service of the Mawhar Presbyterian and withdraw the letter so that this will stop the status quo and tantamount to interference by a third party. So, Your Lordship, what happened is, Your Lordship, there was a decision, Your Lordship. It is a consensus decision where the parties have subscribed to that decision, Your Lordship. And in spite of that, Your Lordship, the writ petitioner, Your Lordship, they have sought to bring a third party intervention into the matter. In that situation, Your Lordship, what the Deputy Commissioner has to do, Your Lordship, he saw the, as I have submitted, he saw the opinion of the PCI, Your Lordship, and he passed this order, Your Lordship. This is, as I've submitted earlier, Your Lordship, this is only a kind of stopgap arrangement, Your Lordship. So far, the church activities, there is no interference. There is no interference, Your Lordship. The decision taken on 12-3, Your Lordship, is very clear, Your Lordship. So my humble and respectful submission, Your Lordship, is that, Your Lordship, the contention that this action of the Deputy Commissioner, Your Lordship, violate Article 25-26 of the Constitution. In my humble and respectful submission, Your Lordship, this is misconceived, Your Lordship. Misconceived. What the Deputy Commissioner has done, Your Lordship, is a interim arrangement, Your Lordship, pending the resolution, the resolution, Your Lordship, and the disposal of the grievances which is pending before the registrar of the societies. It is not a case of interference, Your Lordship. So far, the religious affairs of the church is concerned, Your Lordship.
Yes.
That is my submission.
Now, what about the 19 June 26 letter, Annexure 20? So here also you say that it's not tenable.
Lordship.
You relied on the constitution of the PCI.
Lordship, yes. Lordship, we sought the opinion, Your Lordship. We sought the opinion of the PCI being the apex body of the church, Your Lordship. So, Deputy Commissioner, after getting the opinion, the assistant, Your Lordship, from the PCI, he issued this order, Your Lordship. It is a stopgap arrangement, Your Lordship. It is a kind of interim arrangement, Your Lordship. Pending
so you mean
resolution.
The directions given here in the letter also, that whatever they need for pastoral care and for ecclesiastical services, they have to go to the people they are in dispute with.
Lordship, yes. They'll have to go to the PCI, Your Lordship. They'll have to go to the PCI, Your Lordship.
Client.
No, to the PCI, Your Lordship, being the apex body. So they will take care.
PCI Presbytery the next. Yes.
Because they are bound by the Constitution, Your Lordship. They are bound by the Constitution. They cannot go beyond the Constitution, Your Lordship.
So, according to submission, that these orders of Deputy Commissioner are totally in line with maintaining law and order.
Lordship, yes.
And so to
Peace,
maintain,
tranquility, Your Lordship, to avoid any.
and does not
Lordship.
transgress
It
the
does
line
not
of
in
whether
any way violates Your
interfering
Lordship.
with-
It does not.
Because if I correctly remember their argument also that they are free to seek this pastoral care from
Yes,
any
Your
other
Lordship, they
thing.
are free, Your Lordship.
They're
Deputy
free, but
Commissioner
then
advised.
They have been restrained by the order of the Deputy Commissioner.
No, Your Lordship, Lordship, can you see, Your Lordship, the
That is
letter
submission.
19,
So we're
96
just trying to
very
see
clear, Your
where the
Lordship.
matter lies. That is the case. Whether the secretary exceeds the jurisdiction, whether they have the liberty on their own, to seek pastoral care or other services from.
What can we, what can the Deputy Commissioner can do, Your Lordship, if there is a dispute between two factions, Your Lordship, and both the factions they have approached the office of the Deputy Commissioner, Your Lordship.
So those are your submissions.
A Lordship,
Locus,
yes.
and second is that the entire action of the Deputy Commissioner is only to
And
maintain.
Lordship, yes, it's a kind of interim arrangement pending, Your Lordship, the disposal of the grievances before the Lordship, yes. Lordship, yes, maintain peace, tranquility, Lordship, attend the church normally, Your Lordship.
Yes.
This is my submission, Your Lordship.
Yes, who else?
Lordship, yes.
So Lucas only that who's his person?
Lordship, yes. Who's the real, Your Lordship? Who's the real and genuine secretary, Your Lordship? Because both are claiming, Your Lordship. Whether Your Lordship can determine that issue in a proceeding under 226, Your Lordship. Highly obliged.
Can I reply his submission? After, my lord, his reply afterwards, my lord, but the reply to Mr.
You want to reply
one by one.
Installments.
Otherwise, it will be, my lord, mixed. Now,
I don't think Mr. Paul's submission will be very long.
no, his submission can't be very long. Now, my lord, in very short premises, I want to say, your lordship kindly see page 39.
Come. Yes.
Page 39, your lordship will find.
He is responding to you. Lordship will permit me to. My friend is there, Your Lordship.
No, he is responding to you.
Your Lordship, I'll attend some other. Lordship.
Yes.
I'll attend some other. I have some other also. Lordship will kindly permit. Highly obliged.
Of course.
Lordship got page 39.
Responding to government.
Now, your lordship will find this to certify that the Society Association Mokhar Presbyterian Church. This is the certificate of registration in the name of Mokhar Presbyterian Church. So there cannot be two churches in the same, and therefore there cannot be two secretary.
Of course.
And very clearly, your lordship also pointed out to my learned friend. Your lordship will find at page 92.
It's Mokhar Presbyterian Church.
Exactly.
Yes. And the other one is Balang.
Now, the Balang Presbyterian Church, there is no registration certificate.
Yes. Noted.
Noted. Then, my lord,
Noted, I mean. Yes.
your lordship kindly see at page 96.
Registered.
Is addressed to G. Pakma, Secretary.
Yeah, that we've seen also.
Your lordship already.
I had asked Mr.
Yes, your lordship already pointed out that. Then, my lord, at page 118. This is also to the Secretary G. Pakma, Mokhar Presbyterian Church. So, therefore, he tried to confuse, but then that position he could not persuade the lordship. Now, my lord, your lordship, now come to page 79. My learned friend tried to convince your lordship by showing this letter that by consent the jurisdiction has been given to the deputy commissioner. As your lordship knows, nobody can attain any jurisdiction by consent of any person. Supposing we give consent also.
79.
At page 78, my lord, your lordship kindly see this letter.
Yes.
The decision was taken by the DC at page 79.
Yes.
After threadbare discussion, the following decisions were taken. The Superintendent of Police is requested to speed up the inquiry. Then, based upon the inquiry, both parties should be directed to execute a bond. Then, the charge services of the members should not be closed. there should not be any obstruction for performing the last burial rites of any member of the church. Then this is important, my lord. The list of the property like schools, hall, etc., which is attached to the church should be submitted to the district administration and the police. No meeting should be held in such properties, including such premises, until the matter is resolved. Now, what right the DC has? It is our religious institution, my lord. Whatever the meeting we want to do, nobody can stop it. It is the constitutional right given to us. Nobody can take it away. Then your lordship kindly come at page 87. Last time I have shown to your lordship at page 87. The middle, I'll be reading from the middle. In careful consideration of the material on record and having closely examined the facts and circumstances of the instant case, this court is of the considered opinion that the instant matter is not a fit case for further proceeding under section so and so, as the aforementioned police report indicates that Maukhar Presbyterian Church is conducting church services as usual without any obstructions from any quarters. Concerned parties are at liberty to approach the competent forum for adjudication and settlement of the instant matter. As such matter is liable to be dismissed and is therefore dismissed accordingly. Therefore, my lord, there is no case pending. Now, in regard to the enquiry before the register, your lordship kindly see page 104.
Yes.
This is the, after my lord, the registration has been renewed. My lord, the further query made by the joint register at page 104, your lordship will find. Number 1, scrutiny revealed that the Maukhar Presbyterian Church was originally registered as society under the Meghalaya Registration of Society Act 83 by registration number so and so. The registration was valid for 3 years. And then 2, now, these are the queries, my lord, one by one. Your lordship will find up to page 105 up to 7. And we have replied at, your lordship will find at page 106. The detailed reply we have given way back on 3/6/2026. And thereafter, my lord, the joint register hasn't passed any order till date. Now, so for this enquiry, I don't understand what has got any relevancy. So passing the order by the Deputy Commissioner. Now it seems, my lord, he want to keep the matter hanging so that they can disturb the religious endowment of the Maukhar Church. Now, and then lordship come again, the impugn order at page 116, the high-handed action of the Deputy Commissioner. This is addressed to KGP Sinoth Minhi, my lord. Now, this is the thing he want to say, he is a third party. My lord, the administration of the baptism and other religious, my lord, functionaries. Now, this person he comes, this authority, he sends some pastor to do the religious functions and all these. Does it mean this is interference by the third parties? And supposing, assuming, my lord, is a third, he can be constituted of a third party so far DC is concerned. Can the DC interfere here? What function he has? He has the duties elsewhere, not here. We have our complete autonomy, we have the fundamental right, and as the parliament even cannot take it away, how the DC can function, how DC can interfere, and how he has interfered, your lordship kindly see. Whereas such action is in violation of the order of the undersigned, by order dated 13 May 2026, wherein it was clearly directed that no third party interference in the management of the affairs of the Maukhar Presbyterian Church is allowed till completion of enquiry by the Joint Register of Societies, East Ghasil District, Shillong. As per the communication received from the moderator, Presbyterian Church of India, no synod has the authority to validly provide pastoral care or ministerial services to a church that falls outside its defined geographical and administrative jurisdiction. The specific duties of so and so. Now I will take your lordship to this.
No, but you already placed that in your opening arguments. you're only replying to the locus.
Yes,
part.
yes.
So that,
Now,
that
now
means then
these
you
are the
limit that,
things, my lord.
Then we'll hear Mr. Paul now. Yes.
Yes, yes. Now he is interpreting what the PCI constitution has been said. Is
That you already submitted last time. Yeah.
Can you interpret that, my lord?
Yes.
It is not within his domain. So he has tried to do that even. Then he has said third party interference cannot be there.
Interest, yes.
Now if this cannot be there, you are directly interfering with the religious activities.
Yes.
So similarly, my lord, your lordship will find page 118 also, he has said the same thing. So I have already argued that part, so I don't want to repeat.
This.
Now, in regard to the complaint, that is page 90, that is by the breakaway group. Page 90, your lordship kindly see. This is the complaint. They are saying that we are violating the order passed by the DC, that is third party interference is there. Therefore, they apprehend at page 92 the my lord, the line I just read the line. Since the matter is urgent in nature, and if the KGP Synod Menhi, who is the third party, succeeds to interfere in the management affairs of the church, the situation may lead to disruption. Now they are saying may lead to, but the contingency is what, my lord? The constitution has already said under those three circumstances, if there is a disruption of that, then only DC can come. Now the DC could not show from his order the disruption of public order, tranquility, morality and health. These things are there. Now there will be no reflection of all these things. Therefore the DC cannot enter into all these things. Interference of the religious activities of the church is, my lord, constitute to be violation of the constitutional provision, which he cannot do, is beyond his area.
Yes.
And in regard to, my lord, the affidavit filed by the state, my lord, I want to highlight our affidavit. I will take your lordship to that because that's very important. This is our affidavit. My lord, your lordship, kindly see, we filed one affidavit.
Yes. 31st 7.
Yes. I'll just read few paragraphs from there. This is very important, my lord. Your lordship may see from paragraph 3 onwards.
Yes.
The contents of paragraph 7 of the affidavit of opposition are denied save and except those matters which are matters of record. The petitioners reiterate that they have never disputed the authority of the state to maintain public order, prevent breaches of peace or investigate criminal offences in accordance with law. The request made by the petitioner to the district administration were confined to seeking police protection and maintenance of law and order and cannot be construed as conferring authority upon the respondents to interfere with the internal administrations or religious affairs of the church. The letter dated 14/2/2026 merely conveyed the petitioner's apprehension of a possible breach of peace and the possible commission of offences by an outside entity and sought police protection to maintain law and order. The said apprehension was purely preventive in nature and did not constitute an actual breach of peace. In any event, a mere apprehension of the commission of an offence or breach of peace cannot be used as a ground to curtail or infringe the petitioner's fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 25 and 26 of the Constitution. But the respondents were fully empowered to take appropriate measures to prevent any breach of peace. Such power did not extend to interfering with the internal governance, administration or religious affairs of the church. Article 26b relates
Because you already argued last time.
Yes, yes, that, my lord, I can skip. Then your lordship will see in paragraph, page 4, the second para. It is apposite to mention that Parliament can amend any provision of the Constitution. I argued also, my lord, that part.
Yes.
But cannot dilute the basic structure of the Constitution. In the instant case, the Deputy Commissioner, by passing the impugn order, has taken away the guaranteed fundamental right so vested with the petitioner institution. Indisputably, any member of the petitioner institution have a cause of action to initiate proceedings before the Honorable High Court whenever the fundamental rights guaranteed under the Constitution of India are violated. Deputy Commissioner cannot interfere with a religious denomination internal affairs unless an actual objective disruption of public order, morality or health is clearly made out and recorded in the order. Courts in the country consistently hold that administrative order restricting religious practice is legally unsustainable and liable to be quashed if they lack evidence of such public disruption. Impugn order lacks evidence of such public disruption and therefore non-existence order. Averment that the Superintendent of Police was requested to expedite the inquiry and submit a report does not justify the impugn action. A pending police inquiry or criminal investigation cannot enlarge the jurisdiction of the executive to regulate matters protected under Article 25-26 of the Constitution. Criminal investigation, ecclesiastical governance operate in distinct fields. An existence of one cannot be used to justify interference in the other. The state may regulate secular aspects associated with the religious institution, but it has no jurisdiction.
I think we have
that
done
I have already covered.
Where is Mr. Paul? Oh, he's ready. Yeah, I think we let us just hear him. But yes, on the locus, you've answered on locus, that's all.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Please, Lalitz.
Yes.
Let's, before we go into these technical details that have been argued before my lords, certain facts would have to be set forth, Lalitz, and because your lordships would then appreciate the legal arguments of Article 25 and 26, Lalitz, in the backdrop of these facts. Now, Lalitz, the first issue is that these are the non-disputed issues, Lalitz.
Okay.
The non-disputed issue is, Lalitz, that this is part of this, the petitioners before lordships, Lalitz, are part of an so-called church committee, ex-church committee of a local church. The church in question that we are talking about, Lalitz, is the local church of the Presbyterian Church of India, Lalitz, which is known as the Mokhar Church. Now, it is not disputed, Lalitz, that a certain gentleman who was the pastor of that particular church had been disordained by the church, which they do not dispute because they say that that is very much within the domain of the church. Then, Lalitz, in this backdrop, what happens is at a certain given point of time, and I'll take your lordships to the dates. Now, where does the problem start? The problem starts is, Lalitz, when this so-called church executive committee goes and registers itself as a society with the registrar of societies.
That Mokhar Church.
That particular committee, Lalitz. It's like, Lalitz, if I may just put it, just to draw an analogy, Lalitz, in a temple, there is a certain executive committee which is there for a certain period of time. Now, realizing, Lalitz, that my tenure would come to an end at a certain point of time, what I do is, Lalitz, I go and register this body, this present executive committee, as a society with a registrar of societies. That's from where the problem starts. In the usual course of events, Lalitz, as is provided under the constitution of the church and is the practice across the country, Lalitz, across the world rather, another church committee is duly constituted by the PCI at an appropriate time.
Well, is that way the PCI has a say also in the constitution?
Yes, I'll take your lordships to those. I'll take your lordships.
You have to approve it.
Yes, yes.
It's not the level of local church itself.
Local churches, Lalitz, only for the purposes limited. The powers are very limited because ultimately, Lalitz, when we are talking church, we are talking of a certain school of thought or a school of faith. So there would be, Lalitz, the Roman Catholic Church, there would be the Presbyterian Church, there would be some other church. So that is the church that we're talking about. And my submissions would be, Lalitz, restricted to the protection under Article 25 and 26, which they're talking about, Lalitz, is not concerned with the local church. It's concerned with that larger faith, which can be, Lalitz, brought together and put under a certain head of a church. Now, they go and register themselves as a society, Lalitz, and I'll take your lordships to the pleadings of the parties, of the petitioner itself, what they say, which is why I say, Lalitz, that these are non-disputed. They say, to manage the properties, etc., of the church, Lalitz, and I need not say any further, they go and register themselves as a society. In the meantime, Lalitz, the duly constituted body comes, which is me. So I come in and, Lalitz, there is a friction between both the parties. Now, the immediate cause of action to come before your lordships, Lalitz, what do they say? That the church has to have some pastoral care and other services, Lalitz. A disordained pastor is not authorized to do that. That's their admitted case.
Yes.
They admit their pastor has been disordained. So therefore they say we want to shift from this synod to another synod who has allowed pastoral care, who has given its consent that we will be helping you with the pastoral care. We say, Millets, and which is seconded to by the PCI, that the constitution of this particular organization, rather than church, I'll use the term organization, provides for such emergent situations. PCI for once, Millets, has never said that you are correct or you are correct. They simply say, as an intermediate arrangement, under the constitution, Millets, there is a presbytery. So they are authorized to make these kind of arrangements if at all it is required. Matter goes to Deputy Commissioner. Your Lordships not bother you with those bother this Honourable Court with those documents. Millets, your Lordships have seen both parties have written letters. Petitioner now is contending, Millets, that Deputy Commissioner had no business, but in the first place they were the ones who invoked the jurisdiction of the Deputy Commissioner. They went to the Deputy Commissioner. Be that as it may. Deputy Commissioner, Millets, writes a letter to the PCI, says what needs to be done. Because as I submitted, Millets, the law under 25-26 would be with that larger congregation, not with a localized church.
Yes.
The congregation responds that we have a constitution in place. The constitution says under these circumstances, another synod cannot interfere with this because this will interfere with the larger structure of the organization.
But in the constitution, does it limit the jurisdictional, area, territory?
Yes, Millets.
Is there?
Yes. I'll because what has happened, Millets, we have been reading bits and pieces of the constitution. That is why all this confusion. As trying to read the entire constitution, it's done in a very detailed manner that it lays down who are the authorities, who has what functions, whether you can go, you can't go. All this is already laid out. So then, Millets, the church says no, it cannot be done. So the Deputy Commissioner simply says that under the impugned order, which has been impugned before your Lordships, the Deputy Commissioner says under your constitution, this is what it is. So therefore, Millets, please approach the authorities accordingly. That's all. It is in this backdrop then your Lordships will now examine.
So now your case is that for any kind of action to be taken by they've registered themselves, correct? Now they want to de-affiliate themselves from, they have issues with the other faction. Now they want to de-affiliate themselves. Now to seek affiliation again, do they have to go back to the old other body with other faction?
No, Millets.
They don't have to do it.
Other faction is similarly situated. We are on the same stand. So they have nothing to do with me. The presbytery is above me.
So he has to go to presbytery.
He has to go to the presbytery
for the affiliation and
they will make arrangements. If presbytery cannot do it, my lords, then then they will have to escalate the matter further. And ultimately, my lords, if at all, then it goes to the General Assembly. So there is a mechanism that is put up. So if my lords kindly have the constitution, this would clarify matters. Now, before I go there, my lords, may I just place before your Lordships a couple of paragraphs from the writ petition. Now, your Lordships, an argument of Article 25 and 25 has been raised before your Lordships. The foundation of this entire thrust of this case is, my lords, violation of Article 25-26. Now, your Lordships will kindly examine who is before your Lordships. Paragraph 1. Well, let's have paragraph 1 at page 4. The petitioner church is a registered society under the Meghalaya Registration Act on 22/1/2025 and entitled to all rights and privileges guaranteed under the Constitution of India. Well, as I pause here to ask myself a question, whether rights of any guaranteed under Article 25 and 26 would be applicable to a society?
Yes.
Answer is in the negative.
Yes.
Then your Lordships may kindly have a look at para 2. I'll read this also, because for the purposes of establishing what I'm saying, that the Mokhar Presbyterian Church, hereinafter referred to as the Petitioner Church, traces its history when the mission first planted its roots in Sora, Cherrapunji. During the shifting of the British headquarters from Sora to Shillong in 1866, a few Methodist Presbyterian families who had migrated from Sora established the new settlement in Umsausun, Mokhar and Mission. Subsequent to the Welsh Presbyterian Mission, officially inaugurated by the mission station in Shillong with so-and-so as the missionary in charge of the station. And the church was established in Mokhar, known as the Mokhar Church on 1/1/1871. As fellowship expanded, the administrative framework evolved, bearing the first Khasi Hills Presbytery in 1867, the Regional Assembly in 1896, and ultimately the Composite Synod in 1926. That over the course of 150 years, this mission has grown into the historic mother church of the region, leading to faithful congregation of over 92,000 worshipping members. Now, para 3 is again very interesting, Millets. Your Lordship may kindly take note of para 3. That in order to create a formal statutory institution to hold legal title to property, Lordship may kindly take note of this word. It's camouflaged and very well drafted, but your Lordship will see why they have registered a society. Operate bank accounts and manage its educational assets. 3 words, Millets: property, bank accounts, assets. The church registered itself as a society under the Meghalaya Registration of Societies Act on so-and-so, bearing registration number so-and-so. This statutory standing was subsequently renewed on so-and-so under registration number so-and-so, at which time the amended Memorandum of Association was placed to record governing its 11-member governing body, and a procedural step to introduce solely due to the urgent necessity of security mandatory income tax exemption certificate. So the society who is before your Lordships, my lords, has nothing to do with religion.
Yes.
So therefore I question myself, my lords, that where does Article 25 and 26 suddenly come in? You are for property, you are for money, you are to manage the affairs of the church insofar as the monetary issues are concerned. How are you invoking a jurisdiction under Article 226 on the premise that it is in violation of Article 25 and 26? That's the first question. Then, my lords, this is the authorization. I'll skip all this. Your Lordship will kindly take note of these 3 submissions, my lords. And one paragraph I must point out before your Lordship, my lords, where they accept that he has been disordained. Your Lordship, just bear with me for a second. I'll just take your Lordship to that paragraph. Where's the disordained part? Well, it's para 6. 6. Your Lordships have, well, it's para 6 at page 6. That acting directly upon the general body meeting held on 1/2/2026, the Secretary of the Petitioner Church officially issued the formal notice of withdrawal to Senior Executive Secretary KGP Synod Sepengi by number so-and-so dated so-and-so, explicitly placed on record that the congregation could not accept the unjust suspension and deordained. Well, I think this is the response. He has been deordained earlier. Para 5. I'm sorry, Millets. It's para 5. That the factual background of the case dispute arose, Millets. Seeking justice, Church Committee filed an FIR. Wider crisis erupted when KG Synod Sepengi pressurized the church pastor, Reverend so-and-so pin group, to sign a restrictive bond agreement. When the Church Committee formally inquired whether signing a bond agreement would compromise the active criminal case, the Synod ignored the question arbitrarily and suspended the pastor on 3/6/2025 and stripped him of his ordination on 27/11/2025. So 27/11/2025, my lords, he has been disordained. This is the position. Now, if, my lords, and I put this to myself, if I am a Presbyterian by faith, do I wish myself to be administered pastoral care by somebody who's disordained? This, my lords, your Lordships will examine in the backdrop of Article 25.
Yes.
And the immediate cause of action before coming before your Lordships, your Lordships may also kindly have a look at it.
Yes, the baptisma.
Para 31 at page 20.
Yes.
Because your Lordships will have to examine it, my lords, juxtapositioning 2 parties. Para 31, your Lordships will kindly have a look. That the Deputy Commissioner East Khasi Hills has failed to understand that in the Presbyterian faith, it is only the ordained minister that can administer baptism and the Lord's Supper. So, my lords, here you are representing a certain group which has a disordained pastor. Admittedly, he cannot perform certain religious functions. My lords, if we are to again go back to essential functions, because, my lords, the Lord's Supper and sacrament is essential part of their faith. It can only be done by a certain person. Now, my lords, and I now take your Lordships back to the language used in Article 25. If my lords kindly permit me to read Article 25 again.
Yes.
Well, it's freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion, subject to public order, morality and health, and other provisions of this part, all persons are equally entitled to freedom of conscience and the right to freely to profess, practice and propagate religion. So, my lords, it's in two parts. One, my lords, competing rights under part 3 of the Constitution, my lords. But the more important question that they put here is, my lords, subject to morality. And I have questioned myself on this, my lords. My faith allows me to be, my lords, given granted services or pastoral services by a certain person who's recognized in the larger scheme of things. If, my lords, admittedly you don't have somebody, or rather you admit the fact that he has been disordained by the church.
That's why he's seeking affiliation with the other.
Well, therefore the question comes whether you can invoke writ jurisdiction and then say Article 25-26.
Okay, that argument is okay.
Which is what I am submitting, my lords, to receive, yes, 25-26. To give, 25-26 cannot be invoked. It's an internal matter of the church. They will inquire whether you are to be a pastor or you're not to be a pastor. I cannot come and, my lords, I being a practicing Hindu, I cannot come before your lordships, file a 226 saying that I am equal to them, so therefore I should be a pastor, I should be allowed. I cannot enforce that. So therefore, my lords, the rights under Article 25 are restricted. And I take it a step further, my lords. I say that for among that 98,000 people, there are also people who believe in the church, they believe in the ways of the church. That is protected under Article 25. You being somebody who is disordained, who does not have the necessary authority, the moment you try to run the church, my lords, you are infringing on my right under Article 25. I go to a church, my lords, I want to be granted pastoral care by somebody who is a pastor. You are not a pastor. You come before a writ court now saying that Article 25, it is, my lords, your lordships will then have to examine it against the competing right of that believer who is there before the church on a Sunday morning to receive pastoral care from a recognized pastor. So therefore, my lords, Article 25, rather than, my lords, going in favor of the petitioners, will essentially negate his right to come before your lordships under Article 226.
Yes.
Now, that being the position, my lords, I'll take your lordships to the, my lords, the constitution of the church. My lords, your lordships have that little blue book. Now, they don't deny, my lords, that there is a constitution of this church. But what they say is, my lords, they say it is merely for administrative guidance and not statutory law. So they're questioning it on the parameters that it is not statutory law. If it is not applicable to you, my lords, how are you still calling yourself a Presbyterian church?
Okay, yes.
Why I say so, my lords, your lordships have seen what is mentioned, my lords, in para 2.
Yes, I see.
So, my lords, there's this historical note, my lords, there's Roman 4, Roman 5. Your lordships will see that there's a historical note. I'll skip all this, my lords, and till 9. Then we have the preamble, my lords. We'll skip the preamble, my lords, and your lordships can then come. And my foundation of what I've argued before your lordships, my lords, may kindly have at page 3, Article 8. That this is an essential practice of the Presbyterians. Your lordships may kindly see, my lords. Your lordships, may I read it? The sacraments instituted by Christ are baptism and the Lord's Supper. Baptism is a sign and seal of our union with Christ, of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit, and of an act of offering ourselves to the Lord. In baptism, water is used as a symbol of cleansing in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Baptism is to be administered to those who repent of their sins and profess their faith in Christ as their Savior, and to their children. The Lord's Supper is partaking of the bread of the cup as a memorial of Christ's death, and as a sign and seal of benefits to its believers. It is observed by His people till He comes as a token of their faith in Him and His sacrifice. of their appropriation of its benefits and of their further giving of themselves to serve him and of their communion with him and with one another. The benefits of sacraments flow from the blessings of Christ and the working of His Spirit in them who by faith receive the sacraments. So your lordships will kindly appreciate. So this sacrament, well, it's receiving the sacrament is something, my lords, which is essential to this particular faith, and therefore, my lords, it is only somebody who is ordained can do that.
That's why
Then your lordship make-
affiliation.
I'm
the
sorry?
thing is, yes, that's why they're seeing affiliation with that. The only.
Well, it's that
grievance they have-
affiliation.
see, you try to just bring it down to the basics. The only grievance they have is that, look, now they have, okay, there are differences between Makhar Prison Church itself, okay. So then the need for pastoral care is there.
Well,
so then if the ordained priest can't, the pastor cannot perform those functions, right, of baptism and other related, rituals. Then that is why they're seeking affiliation with me,
my lord,
which they say there's no hard and fast rule prevents them.
if I
but
may.
that we don't want to transgress there. That the court
Well,
wants to
it's-
see only that whether now the orders pass the pre-commissioner prohibiting them from seeking any other, whether right or wrong, we don't know. But whether, yes, your submission is that is not permitted because the Constitution provides that there's certain procedure for which, even for de-affiliation, for seeking affiliation from another synod, there has to be a prescribed procedure, which is here in the blue book.
Yes.
That you have to go to presbytery, that was put before the, the other
No, well, it's
committee.
presbytery only for the limited issue of making
Okay,
temporary
whatever,
arrangements.
there's a hierarchy of.
Then you go to the
parties, right?
synod.
So now whether their recourse to seeking affiliation is right or wrong, that will be decided
No, that we cannot
decided by the
examine.
Presbyterian Church of India. But whether any third party, which is like a administration, whatever, can say no, this is wrong or this is right. That is the only. That's
well,
where it's within the power to say it's wrong. Now they can seek the remedy.
I am
now suppose you put whether you go statutory remedy or you come by writ remedy. So that kind of thing. So arguments always made that it's a case where it involves only where writ jurisdiction can be exercised even in the face of the existence of
alternative remedy.
That is what. So that to this court, the mind of this court,
my argument is not
whether the deputy commissioner being a statutory authority, whether he can prevent this. That's all.
No, my argument is a little different, Malaj.
Yes.
Which is why, Malaj, and probably I've not been able to make it.
No, I understand, but
no, Malaj, if your lordship will kindly appreciate,
that's the only thing.
I'm linking the locus with exactly what has fallen from your lordships.
So 25, 26, yes, your arguments are
No, Malaj, I am on Malaj, if I may just take it a step further.
Yes.
Which is why I first read out, Malaj, who is before your lordship?
Right.
You admittedly have nothing to do with religion. Your own statement.
Yes.
To protect properties, bank accounts, income tax, etc., etc. That's one part of it. You have somebody with you, Malaj, who is not a pastor anymore.
Yes.
And you are coming here before this writ court to invoke writ jurisdiction, my lords. I will have to show that I am one of those people who come within the parameters of 25 and 26, the individual. I'll take your lordship, your lordships are aware. Sabrimala, they have now explained. Who is that individual? The individual here is, my lords, that person who goes Sunday morning to the church. And if you are not, my lords, authorized to administer him pastoral care on a Sunday morning, you are actually infringing upon his right
to receive it.
To receive it as per, my lords, his faith. It's like, my lords, if I am not a priest and I open, my lords, we have this concept, my lords, in parts of India where we have self-styled godmen. If I suddenly become a self-styled godman, my lords, and I am, my lords, then saying that this is this, this is this, this is this, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, I am also infringing upon the right of that person who believes in Hinduism, who believes in the... So, my lords, the moment I don't have it, till I sort out my issues, my lords, I do not have a vested right under Article 25 to come before your lordships.
Okay, very good.
And for that, my lords, the mechanism is put under the Constitution, which says that in case of these temporary issues, my lords, had I really been concerned, and I put this to myself, had I really been concerned about those people who are coming for church not getting the services, my lords, would I have been before the Deputy Commissioner or a writ court, or would I have written to the presbytery saying that this matter is not being sorted out? Till such time it is sorted out, please appoint somebody. Your Lordships will then recollect, my lords, initially when this matter was heard.
Yeah, that from someone.
Some other church. Somebody, my lords, neutral. He has nothing to do with either of the
That is
parties.
not accepted by them.
My lords, why? We cannot have a situation, my lords, it's either my way or the highway. You choose to, my lords, one synod says, no, there is so-and-so, you are out. No, very well, I don't recognize you as a synod, I'll go and join some other synod. A situation will then come, my lords, just taking this forward. And I sincerely hope it doesn't happen. A situation will then come that tomorrow I said, I want to be Presbyterian Church A of India. Because I don't even recognize the church. Can that be permitted? And can it be enforced in a constitutional court under Article 25 and 26, saying that my rights are breached? To, my lords, invoke 25 and 26, I would first have to establish that I am authorized.
How it has been infringed?
Yes. No, I am authorized, my lords.
Authorized.
Just to take the argument of, my lords, giving, not receiving, I have to show, my lords, that I am competent. And I have been wrongfully denied, so therefore 25, 26. But here admittedly I say that I am not authorized.
Yes.
So your Lordship, I kindly have a look at, my lords, Constitution, chapter 1 at page 5, my lords.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 2, part 2, chapter 1, my lords. The Constitution that talks about the church invisible, church visible, Presbyterian Church of India, the church meeting. Then, my lords, your Lordships will come to page 8, church courts.
Yes.
And this is very relevant for our purposes, my lord. 7, I'll read this.
Yeah.
The Presbyterian Church of India administers itself through the following church courts, that is the local church, my lords, of which this is the constituent body, district pastorates, presbyteries, synods, and the General Assembly. Matters relating to any church court shall be dealt with by the concerned church court. Cases that cannot be solved within any particular church court may be referred to the next higher church court. In certain times, if need demands, the higher church court may take up the matter for settlement. All the church courts have the power to form any committees when necessary. So then, my lords, local church. The local church is a body of members belonging to the Presbyterian tradition for worship, fellowship, and mutual edification at a particular place and time. It organizes weekly and other meetings for its members. The district pastorate. The district pastorate consists of 2 or more local churches belonging to the same presbytery for mutual help and general furtherance of the work of the church. Then we have the presbytery, my lords. The presbytery consists of 3 or more district pastorates. The presbytery belongs the care of all the churches and the congregation within its jurisdiction. Then, my lords, the synod consists of 4 or more presbyteries. To the synod belongs to the general care of the entire work and interest of the churches within its jurisdiction. The General Assembly consists of all constituent synods of the Presbyterian Church of India. So, my lords, there is a proper hierarchy. Now, my lords, what I was submitting before your Lordships, and I'll have to show this, that in case they wanted to say, my lords, that it is a question of, my lords, people being deprived of their right of worship, I would not have been before the Deputy Commissioner, my lords, fighting it out for myself to be there. I would have first thought about that worshipper. And your Lordship may kindly have a look at page 23, the committees, my lords, page 23. This is the sub-pastoral committee.
Yes.
Now, these are committees, my lords. I am instructed it's under the presbytery, my lords. So, the sub-pastoral committee consists of the moderator and the secretaries and 9 members elected by the presbytery from amongst the permanent office bearers of the church, 2 of whom shall represent the presbytery to the pastoral committee of the synod. Then, more importantly, my lords, the sub-pastoral committee shall have the power to make temporary arrangements which it may deem necessary. It shall deal with matters relating to pastoral care within the presbytery and shall submit its recommendation to the presbytery. So it is not even the presbytery, my lords. Under the presbytery, there is a sub-pastoral committee which is formed. In cases of emergent situations, my lords, it is there where we go.
Yes.
Admittedly not done.
Yes.
Now, my lords, in this backdrop, what I've already submitted before your lordships is, my lords, whether then I can come before your lordships and say that, my lords, violation of Article 25 and 26. The judgments
So
which
it's submission of that these orders impugn innocuous.
has no connection, my lords. Your lordships, I take your lordships.
When the meat of the matter is in another realm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Which is why, my lords, I say your lordships will have to see the competing rights of the parties, not us. The competing rights of the parties, meaning, my lords, the people who are to give the service and the people who are to receive the service.
Yes.
I cannot be a self-styled church.
Yes.
And, my lords, the impugned order, if just coming back to the impugned order, my lords, I'll just take your lordships.
Which impugned order? There are many.
Now, let's what my learned senior had placed, let's he went straight to 118. His immediate grievance, well, let's to buttress 25-26, he had to go to 118. I'll take your lordship straight there.
Yes.
Well, this is to G. Pakma and this is written by the Deputy Commissioner. Well, with reference to your letters under referred above, I am to state that your contention that providing pastoral care by the Synod Mihingi does not amount to external interference in the affairs of the Mokhar Presbyterian Church is not tenable, since the Presbyterian Church of India has clarified that the provisions of pastoral services by another synod would amount to the de facto ecclesiastical recognition of the congregation as falling under its jurisdiction, even though it completely lacks legal validity. The Presbyterian Church of India has further clarified that a local church under a synod cannot dissociate from the current synod to seek affiliation with another based solely on the resolution passed by its communicant members, and it is mandatory for a local church to seek prior approval or sanction for a change of affiliation and release from the district pastorates, presbytery and synod to which it belongs in accordance with Article B, Clause 1 of the Constitution of PCI. The query that fell for my lords, whether before going out also it is required. So from the presbytery and the synod millers it's required. In view of the above, you are hereby directed to take up the matter of pastoral care and so-and-so ecclesiastical services with the competent authority as provided and so-and-so. So DC is not doing anything else. DC is simply saying that you came to us, there were another party also came to us. It's a fight between both of them. We wrote to PCI. PCI says that there is a mechanism. Please go there. Rather than DC passing an order, it is here where, in my humble submission, respectfully, she has refrained herself from passing any orders.
Okay.
And what I am instructed, Malas, is doing You've got something? Well, it's just one judgment, your lordships are aware. Very long judgment, Millets. 2019-11 SSC, page 1, Millets. Sabrimala case. Because I'll just refer to one excerpt from well, it's first I'll read from Justice, because your lordships are aware, let's hear that separate judgments were written by some of the honorable judges. But the
if it is not a religious institution, why then he is falling back to Sabrimala? He's saying it's not a religious institution.
No, I am saying it's a religious institution. You are not representing the religious institution. There is a distinction.
Now, see what he wants to show by this is it's at the grassroots level, the believer. What are his rights?
No, he's even withdrawn 25-26. That is, it is we are. Well, it's a church authority, and as if we are doing property business.
See,
it's an insult to us,
That's his argument. Let him play his argument. You have the right to reply.
The religious institution should not argue like that.
Yes.
I read out, my lords, your paragraph. I have not written that.
My paragraph is rightly written. You are interpreting that.
Well, it's para 209. This is the judgment of Justice Chandrachud. At page 155, your lordships will find it, my lords.
Yes.
I can read from para 208. Well, it's because first para Article 25 has been reproduced, and then para 208. Well, it's in clause 1, Article 25 protects the equal entitlement of all persons to a freedom of conscience and to freely profess, protect, and propagate religion. By conferring this right on all persons, the Constitution emphasizes the universal nature of the right. By all persons, the Constitution means exactly what it says. Every individual in society, without distinction of any kind whatsoever, is entitled to that right. Well, my submission was emanating from this particular view. By speaking of an equal entitlement, the Constitution places every individual on an even platform. Having guaranteed equality before law, the equal protection of laws in Article 14, the draftspersons specifically continued the theme of an equal entitlement as an intrinsic element of the freedom of conscience and of the right to profess, practice, and propagate religion. There are three defining features of Clause 1 of Article 25. First, the entitlement of all persons without exception. Second, the recognition of an equal entitlement. And third, the recognition both of freedom of conscience and the right to right freely to profess, practice, and propagate religion. Well, I would submit that these three rights, the three expressions used, is first profess, then practice, and then only propagate. The right under Article 25 is evidently an individual right, for it is in the individual that the conscience inheres. Moreover, it is the individual who professes, practices, and propagates religion. Freedom of religion in Article 25 is a right which the Constitution recognizes as dwelling in each other individual or natural person. Yet, the right of freedom of religion is not absolute, for the Constitution has expressly made it subject to public order, morality, and health on one hand, and on the other provisions of Part 3 of the other. The subjection of the individual right to the freedom of religion to the other provisions of the part is a nuanced departure from the position occupied by the others' rights of freedoms recognized on Article 14, 15, 19, and 21. While guaranteeing equality and the equal protection of laws in Article 14 and its emanation in Article 15, which prohibits discrimination on grounds of race, religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, the Constitution does not condition these basic norms of equality to the other provisions of Part 3. Similarly, is the case where freedoms guaranteed by Article 19 or the right of life under Article 21, the subjugation of the provisions of Part 3 was not a matter within the substantive content. Evidently, in the constitutional order of priorities, the individual right to the freedom of religion was not intended to prevail over, but was subjected to the overriding constitutional postulates of equality, liberty, and personal freedoms recognized in the other parts of Part 3. So, it is that two competing rights. So before I say Article 25, I would first have to show that I'm not infringing on somebody else's rights under Article 25. And it's one other paragraph, paragraph 409. About what is an essential practice. At page 238, Willis.
Yes.
The assumption by the court or the authority to determine whether a practice is or is not essential to religion has led to our jurisprudence by bypassing what should in fact be central issue for debate. The issue is whether the Constitution ascribes to religion or to religious denominations the authority to enforce practices which exclude a group of citizens. The exclusion may relate to prayer and worship, but may extend to manners which bear upon the liberty and dignity of the individual. The Constitution does recognize group rights when it confers rights on religious denominations in Article 26. This is what I'm submitting before your Lordship. Yet the basic question which needs to be answered is whether the recognition of rights inhering from religious denominations can impact upon the fundamental values of dignity, liberty, and equality which emanate from the soul of the Constitution. In analyzing this issue, to well remind ourselves that the right to freedom of religion, which is comprehended in Articles 25, 25, is not a standalone right. These articles of the Constitution are an integral element of the entire chapter of fundamental rights. constitutional articles which recognize fundamental rights have to be understood as seamless web. Together, they build the edifice of constitutional liberty. Fundamental human freedoms in Part 3 are not disjunctive or isolated. They exist together. It is only in cohesion. It's not relevant. Right? We'll skip that part. Here, if I can just draw a parallel with Sabrimala, there, women at a certain period of time are prohibited from entering the temple. The question arose whether the practice of stopping them would be infringing on their rights under Article 14. What I'm saying before your lordships is, on a Sunday morning, a worshipper who goes, can he be rendered services by somebody who is not authorized? Because here he has an equally vested right under Article 14 to go and perform his rights. So once that is the issue, these issues cannot be answered by either by the Deputy Commissioner or by this Honorable Court. Only remedy, and rightly so, I would say, is to go before the church.
Due process.
The church. The church would have solved this issue out, and your lordships would have seen that 98,000 people.
92,000.
92,000 people. So they are associated with this church. So if I am seriously trying to ensure that they have their pastoral services, I would have by now sorted it out. Oblige me. Subject to what my learned senior says. Sorry, 9,200.
Oh, 9,200.
Not 92,000. I'll oblige.
No, my lord.
How long is it taking with Datta?
Since your lordship.
10 minutes.
No, since your lordship cannot enter into all these things, he is unnecessarily argued all that. Now I will just take your lordship because he has hurt our sentiment, he has hurt our feelings. Because if it is the chart, well, it is a religious denomination since the last 150 years. No? So we have been in this arena since 1/1/1871, and my learned friend is saying we are doing property business. My lord, if it is registered under the Society Registered Act, every churches in Meghalaya or elsewhere, my lord, it is registered under the society because it will have to be a legal entity. Unless you registered under the Society Registration Act, you have no legal entity. Therefore, because you will have to give income tax, you are accountable in accounting and all that. So therefore, if you say merely I have written paragraph 1 that it is registered under the Registered Society Act, therefore I am doing property business, surely you are hurting our sentiment. Is not very.
That's the statement saying that.
Anyway, my lord, as a lawyer, my lord, we have responsibility to the society as well. My lord, as a lawyer, my lord, I don't have responsibility towards my client. Responsibility towards other side, towards your lordship, towards the society as a whole. That is what I understand. Now, therefore, when we make a statement, that should not hurt anyone. It's a religious institution. You should not hurt the feelings. Because I am also, my
One
lord.
second before you start, Mr. Shongwan, anything to say?
Yes, ma'am.
You have submissions to make also?
Yes, I have submissions to make.
But are they in line with Mr. Paul's
Yes,
submission?
because we are going to support the order of the government. Why we are supporting? Because we don't want to draw two major synods in an open confrontation law. Just trying to show just 3-4 points more. And to clarify also the part of the constitution which my learned senior has read last time.
So one thing, it can't be taken under your ambit to solve this entire issue.
It can be then, but the problem is that they are not approaching us. They have the apprehension that we are already biased, presbytery already biased, synod already biased. Hence, they bypass.
Will not receive justice.
Yes, but Lord, I will just humbly submit that a party cannot operate under perpetual apprehension. Now, my Lord, nor can they, subjective to a preference, override the established rules. Now, so long as they claim the allegiance of faith to the Presbyterian law, they are bound, and they are strictly bound by the Constitution of the Presbyterian Church of India. Now, I'll just start my argument. They have already raised, trying to show to this Honorable Court that there's a difference between the Balang Presbyterian Church, Maukar, and the Maukar Presbyterian Church. They are not two different churches, my lord. They are one, only one. When we address a letter in English, my lord, we used to write Maukar Presbyterian Church. And when we say it in a vernacular language, we say it Balang Presbyterian Maukar Church. Now, till date, both the factions in the church, they are yet to gain gain official recognition from the competent authority, which is the Presbytery, the Synod, and the PCI. Now, hence, in my humble submission, there's no two
Do you
different
mean to
churches.
say
They're
that
still
by
working.
your, this is just outside the purview of the arguments, there's no possibility of reconciliation?
There is, my lord, if we approach before the presbytery,
between the two factions now?
they can, my lord. If I'm not mistaken, the other group, they have already approached the presbytery. Now it's for them to come and approach the presbytery to resolve this matter amicably. But they're not doing it. I have stated they are not doing it. Now, in my humble submission, my lord, we have already read the letters. I'll not trouble your lordship with all these letters. Now, what I want to say is that the impugned order dated 19/6/2026, my lord, of the enclosed in the petition.
Annexure 20, yes.
Yes, Annexure 20. It cannot be read in isolation. It has to be read along with the letters and the minutes of the meeting and the orders passed by the Deputy Commissioner, which is this 12/3/2026, Annexure 6, my lord, 8/5/2026, Annexure 11, 13/5/2026, Annexure 14, then Annexure 12. Why I'm saying so, my lord? In each and every letter, a word reiterated has been used by the Deputy Commissioner. And in each and every letter, a reference has been made for the previous letter also, my lord. So in my humble submission, these letters, they form part of a single transaction. It is a continuous administrative proceedings initiated by the Deputy Commissioner. Now, we have to look into it just to understand what are those compelling situations where the Deputy Commissioner was prompted to pass this order. Now, in urgent matters, my lord, in urgent matters, an administrative order need not be of that lengthy and a judicial style system. Now, we already know what are the compelling circumstances where the Deputy Commissioner has passed this order. Why he has been compelled to pass this order is because the third party intervention was there. Now, the second part of my submission is that they have relied of the right under Article 25 and 26 of the Constitution that, yes, it guarantees them the freedom to practice, to propagate, and to manage their religious affairs. Now, Article 26, my lord, it begins with a caveat. And this right is not absolute. It can be restricted to maintain the public order by the administrative authority. Now, had the church been functioning without any competing claims from any faction, then the order of the Deputy Commissioner, yes, it is liable to be challenged before this Honorable Court. But as we can see from the competing claims of the letters, the objections which they have filed, my lord, so the Deputy Commissioner has passed this order. Now, they have relied heavily also on the judgment of the Mohinder Singh Gill, my lord. In my humble submission, the action of the Deputy Commissioner, the answer of the Deputy Commissioner before this Honorable Court, it is not a post hoc justification which has been invented during the proceedings here before this Honorable Court. But these reasons, it was already there. The grounds were already present on record in all those proceedings which has been read out before your lordship. Now, in my humble submission, just to maintain the law and order situation, even though they have said that it cannot be passed based on assumption, but can the Deputy Commissioner, my lord, remain as a bystander when there are objections, counterclaims on the parties? Can he not act? It will differ from cases to cases, my lord. Now, in this case, there has been objection, counterclaims, counter-objections, hence the Deputy Commissioner has stated, which the PCI also is supporting this, because we don't want any untoward incident to happen within the church, and we want these issues to constrain and to contain within the church itself. We don't want to draw this and escalate this issue. Now, if I may take your lordship to the constitution of the PCI, this blue book which we have already read, page 29.
Executive Committee.
Yes, the Executive Committee. Now, on the last occasion, my learned senior has read the Roman number 3, Malone.
Yes.
They wanted to show that our synod also can provide pastoral care to Christians. Now, Roman 3, it says that it shall cater to the spiritual needs of the Christian population within its jurisdiction, including the needs of the Christians from other synods and church traditions and provide for the evangelization of the people of other faiths within the area and submits its recommendation to the synod. But what is the meaning of this explanation, my lord? Here, it does not say churches, it says Christians, which means an individual Christian. The meaning of this Rule 3, Roman 3, my lord. For instance, there may be some Christians coming from other states or coming from other synods like from Ribhoi Synod or Synod Mini, staying in Shillong for the purpose of education, or they are working here in Shillong, but they belong from different synods.
So your submission refers to person, not to churches at all?
Yes.
So that means that synod which is outside territorial jurisdiction cannot extend cannot extend its suzerainty over the...
Yes. If those individuals from other synods or from other states, they come and reside here within the jurisdiction of Synod SEPMI, I as a Synod SEPMI can provide a Christian Christian care and needs of those individuals, but not the church. I cannot go and transgress my jurisdiction and go to other synods and provide pastoral care to those individuals or the churches which does not fall within the geographical area.
And this is a new interpretation, yes. But last is you're under the impression that it's expansive.
No. It means only for the individual Christians, not for the churches. If it has to be for the churches, my lord, it has to follow proper ecclesiastical as per the constitution. Now, in my humble submission, my lord, interim order passed by the Deputy Commissioner can be maintained and let the parties approach the competent church ecclesiastical authority so that we can resolve this matter.
Yes. Mr. Datta, can you finish in 10 minutes?
Yes.
Very good.
My lord, your lordship kindly see, your lordship is called upon here to decide whether the order passed by the DC is tenable in law, whether there is any provision exists in law to pass such order. Your lordship is called upon to decide that also only. My lord, now I find that they have gone into what is the ecclesiastical system and all that. Now, your lordship has seen the
they've tried to cut you. See, they're questioning your very identity or your locus. You're very right.
But whether the interpretation is neutral,
whether yes, you have any vested right to come and agitate for what you bring and these grievances.
Now,
whether larger interests of the community or congregation, whether there is also recourse to another way. That's the thing.
Now, what my learned friend has interpreted. Now, just I ask myself whether it is an independent or neutral interpretation. Now, your lordship kindly see, it shall cater to the spiritual needs of the Christian population within its jurisdiction, including the needs of the Christians from other synods. Well, if there is some dispute, we can bring from other synods the pastoral care and all that. Certain.
See, but in your case, it's not a question of your Christian beyond others. The question of the entire that you are saying that this is the church that you're recognizing yourself as the Mahar Presbyterian Church, while the others, you're 9,200, while the others are maintaining the same thing. Correct? And so you're seeking affiliation, if I understand correctly, of the entire Mahar Presbyterian Church with 9,200, with the synod meaning. That is what it's a question of individual believers. This is outside the scope of whatever this court
the court's
but just for
interpretation.
understanding.
Yes. Now, therefore, my lord, I just say your lordship will see whether the order passed by the DC is tenable or not. This is the bone of contention. So, therefore, my learned friend has argued, your lordship kindly see para 1. I'll read once again. That the petitioner church is registered society under the Meghalaya Society Registration Act and is entitled to all rights. Now he is saying because of this statement, I am not doing any religious activities and all that. Now your lordship kindly see para 2. The Mohkar Presbyterian Church traces a history when the mission first planted its roots in Shora, Cherrapunji during the shifting of the British headquarters from Shora to Shillong in 1866. A few Methodist Presbyterian families who migrated from Shora established their new settlement in Amshon, Mohkar and Mission. Subsequently, the Presbyterian Mission officially inaugurated the mission station in Shillong and so and so. And the church was established Mokhar, known as the Mokhar Church on 1/1/1871. Then, my lord, I will skip from there. Your lordship now see paragraph 16. Paragraph 16, my lord.
Yes.
There is pertinent to mention herein that a meeting was held on 12/5/2026 wherein Executive Committee KPG Synod he had offered and agreed to help the Presbyterian Church Mocha to administering the sacraments in the church as well as administer sacrament to the sick at their residence to continue carrying out solemnization of marriage and other religious churches activities, and that the subcommittee shall continue its work and submit its report to the Executive Committee from time to time. Now, what activities we are doing, my lord? This is totally religious activities. Then further argument, my lord, that it is not covered by Article 25 and 26. My lord, I have shown to your lordship specifically 25B with exact wordings, my lord, which is given the constitutional right to all the religious denomination. I'll read once again, my lord, 26D. Subject to public order, morality and health, every religious denomination on or any section thereof shall have the right, I'll read B, my lord, to manage its own affairs in matters of religion. So this is, my lord, very fundamental and total autonomy given to us, and the Supreme Court has time and again has said nobody can take it away.
And they say that to manage the affairs, you have this blue book.
Yes.
That's the only thing. So if
Now-
you have the freedom to manage your own affairs, now these own
Right,
affairs,
even-
you come under the hierarchy of the PCI,
Well,
and
if-
so that if the manage the affairs also, you
Right.
have to as per the prescription of the Constitution.
Okay,
That is-
even
that is their stand. If I
okay, my
understand
lord,
correctly.
then my reply will be, your lordship kindly see at page 8, my lord. Your lordship will find this is the hierarchy starts from here, page 8, the local church.
Yes.
The local church is a body of members belonging to the Presbyterian tradition of worship, fellowship, and mutual affiliation at a particular place and time. It organizes weekly and other meetings, its matters. Then, page 15, disputes in the church. At least dispute, page 15. Na? Page 15, my lord, disputes in the church. Cases of disputes in a church shall, where possible, be brought before the church committee. Now, the church committee is the local committee. There is a first hierarchy. Then, my lord, cases that cannot be settled locally by the church committee shall be referred to the higher church courts. Now, if it has to go there, it will first go to the local church. Now, my lord, but my submission would be, my lord, I have already taken to your lordship to the decision of the apex court. As I know, my lord, there is no ecclesiastical court, my lord, here to decide all these things. So, in view of that, if your lordship fall back to para 33 of 1995, supplementary 4 SCC, my lord, I will just read that. The last occasion also I read. On the plain phraseology of the section, therefore, it is clear that a suit filed after coming into force of the Constitution for vindication of rights related to worship, status, office or property is maintainable in civil court, and it would be duty of the court to decide even purely religious questions if they have a material bearing on the right alleged in the plaint regarding worship, status or office or property. And where there were no ecclesiastical, your lordship kindly see, where there were no ecclesiastical courts, there was nothing to prevent civil courts from holding that Pujari has been removed. Here what happened, my lord? The pastor has been removed. And that is also, my lord, on illegal ground. He can be removed under certain grounds, murder and certain other things. But where he was asked to sign a bond, he did not sign that. So that is a totally illegal cause, he has been deordained. So therefore I did not argue that, because if I argue on that, I am entering into the religious activities and all that. So therefore I know that your lordship will not entertain all that, therefore I did not argue. So in order to decide once for all, my lord, if your lordship send it there also, local authority and all that, no problem, but there will be no decision. So if it goes to the civil court, neutrally and independently everything will be decided. So my lord, here exactly this thing happened, where there are no ecclesiastical courts, there was nothing to prevent civil courts from holding that Pujari has been removed from his office on valid grounds. Exactly similar to this case, my lord, the pastoral was removed for an illegal ground. So therefore, it is better to go to the civil court to decide the matter once for all. And the decease order has got no semblance of any legal sanctity, my lord.
If I can reply, my lord, because my learned senior has pointed out the constitution.
Yes.
Now, my learned senior has read judgment. It says that when there is no ecclesiastical court, constitution here is very
provides for the courts.
We have provided. Now, my learned senior again has said that a civil court can decide. Now, if I may take your lordship to page 64 of the constitution.
I have seen that, my lord.
Yes.
It's not an absolute term.
Even though it's not an absolute, but so long as they claim that they are the Presbyterian, my lord, they are bound by this constitution. And my humble submission, they have also said that for church establishment in 1826, last occasion, my lord, we have clarified. In 1926, when they came together, all the three synods.
They came together,
yes. When they submit themselves before the jurisdiction of the PCI, they are bound. And regarding the sacraments also, it can be provided by the sub-pastoral committee, or else the synod also can arrange for that.
My lord, this part your lordship kindly see. This is for the ministers only, what my learned friend is referring.
Right, to go to civil
No
court.
ordained minister. In regard to minister only, my lord. At page 63.
So you see larger dispute why in apprehension that you will not get a fair hearing or justice.
No, my lord, what I say
in the courts of the as prescribed in the constitution.
in order to decide the entire matter, my lord, neutrally and independently. I am referring to that only. My lord.
They have come before this court also, my lord, as elder.
I have come because
is it not? They are not ordained ministers. They are ordained by the presbytery.
no, we have, my learned friend is confusing, my lord. We have challenged the decease illegal order.
Yes, we understand, but they have come. But they do want us to go to the civil court. Now, if they go to the civil court also, they should be representative before civil court. It will be the elder of the church. Elder also is ordained minister, ordained by the presbytery.
And they don't have any ordained ministers anymore.
Yes.
Anyway, can you just do one thing? Can you just give your in 3 pages your submissions by tomorrow? Is it possible?
My submission, my lord.
Your notes of submissions from all the sides.
Okay.
It's easy for me to collate the points.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Tomorrow or a day after, my lord?
Can we?
By Friday, yes. You
Yes,
submit
yes.
by Friday.
Much obliged.
Obliged, my lord.
All arguments are concluded. Parties submit their notes on submissions by Friday. Yes. Yes. Sure. Yes, Mr. Bhuya. If we take a matter at 2:15, okay.
250, my lord, what I was on, my lord, in item number 40, that is a writ petition filed by the president. I am the respondent in that case.
Yes.
In 41, we have filed a IA, my lord, for impleading a party there. Ombudsman was left out, my lord. We have filed a impleading. Let that be allowed, my lord. Together it can be disposed of that way, my lord.
At 2:15.
Now only when impleading petition.
Impleading will allow it, but the thing is that now we have to rise.
Yes, my lord, no issue.
So we'll take it up at 2:15.
Yes, we will wait, my lord.
Yes, the other hearings, who's ready? I don't think it will be possible to take other hearings. Yes, all the more. Yes, Mr. Marpan, any matter?
That item number 5 in supplement list that Seema Bhattacharya. 5 matters supposed to be taken up today. Anyway, what should we do?
Yes, ready?
2, my lord, after break, my lord. The second one.
We're ready at 2.
You take a chance after the other matter.
After that.
My
Yes, and the other matter?
Right.
52. 52.
52, 53 and 54, these are connected with electrification lordship. And after 1 week.
I just saw a news item that a government has paid.
Yes, lordship.
There was a matter yesterday where the person paid 1.5 and been amputated.
Yeah, and it is published in the newspaper also that Longpo.
You just take note of that.
Yes, lordship.
Yes, we'll have after 1 week your matter.
55.
It's 55 is that reservation policy matter where scheduled castes have been clubbed together with the other scheduled tribes in that 5% combined quota. I'm ready for the hearing minutes.
She's
also ready. Last few occasions, the respondents had taken time.
Which respondent?
Both state as well as NPSC.
State.
Last 6 adjournments by the respondent.
NG Shila is appearing there. For state. EG. With item 55.
55 minutes.
आपके जल्द से पिएंगे.
Yes, sir. Forward.
Well, the ultimate challenges to that part of the reservation policy. So MPSC really does not have much of a role, or the private respondents for that matter. MPSC maintains that this is a fallout of the reservation policy. So they are simply implementing the reservation policy. Now the question is, how is this reservation policy being implemented? And whether this combined grouping,
you are saying other scheduled castes or other
scheduled castes and other scheduled tribes, leaving us at the three dominant tribes, my lord.
There are no OBCs here.
No, there is no OBC.
No. So for the purpose of 16(4), they recognize as other backward classes.
This will require your lordship's detailed hearing, because it's a policy matter. And
no, but it's correct that you're clubbing these other backward, other backward castes with which other scheduled tribes.
Yes. For the 5% quota.
Classification is like this, my lord. In 1972 reservation policy, 40% Garus for Jantiya and Khasis, my lord, and 5%. As a matter of policy, we have said that those who are the scheduled tribe or scheduled caste or are not covered. So that is the policy, my lord. Now they have to show that this policy is contrary to Article 15 or 16 of the Constitution.
No, I am ready for the hearing today, my lord.
So this has to be established. This aspect has to be established that the government has got the complete freedom or leeway in evolving the reservation policy, and your lordships have always, the courts and their judgment, have maintained a distance unless it is shown that it is violative of Article 14, 15, 16. So these are the three parameters. I have a list of judgments in my counter affidavit, is a detailed counter affidavit containing all.
Hear it when you just take a date.
May I have this on Monday, my lords? Slightly urgent, but we have some next Monday, my lord.
Mondays we have got so many matters already listed.
The last 6 adjournments were taken by the respondents, my lord. Now this matter has been pending for a very long time.
Tomorrow I am ready to argue tomorrow.
Tomorrow, may I have it on Friday then in that case, my lord?
Not Friday. Tomorrow is difficult.
Then kindly Monday or Tuesday, my lords? Monday or Tuesday?
We'll have next Wednesday.
Lordship, that's fine. Next Wednesday is fine.
Yes, and the prayer of the parties. The parties is on Wednesday. That is the 19th.
19th.
59.
Okay.
59.
Obliged, my lord.
Yes.
This is second appeal, my lord.
Second appeal will have it after 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Any orders operating? No.
No.
Yes, 2 weeks.
60.
It's also similar. Same.
Connected?
No, not connected.
Another second appeal.
Yes.
There's urgency also in this matter because the school now has been construction has been stopped by operation of the status quo, Your Lordship.
Oh, you filed a miscarriage violation. You take a date, then we'll hear urgency.
1 week, Your Lordship.
1 week, all right. Yes, 1 week.
Interim order may continue.
Interim order will continue, of course, until further orders. Yes. Done.
Obliged.
40.
41, my lord, have expressed that to dispose of this matter. So what I am on, that 41 we have filed one impleading petition that may be allowed and a date may be fixed on that day, my lord, everything can be disposed of, my lord. If your lordship.
Who's 41? Petition there. Are you have any objections to implement ombudsman?
Because the ombudsman was in fact arrayed in our petition, but I'm only taking a submission if your lordship should consider. He's already there.
In my petition, my lord, wherein we are challenging with regard to the decision of the Apex Council.
Right.
Because I, in fact, just if your lordship could then consider hearing 40, because that could then have an impact on the other two matters.
No, let us implead first on 41.
First implead it.
And then after, because yes. Mr. Bhuya, I think, is seeking another date.
Yes, my lord.
Because I was, that's why I said, if your lordship will only probably take 2 minutes, we could finish the controversy. My friend has moved an application for vacation of stay in item 40. In item 40, all parties are there. My friend's case is, the short point in my friend's case is that the Apex Council could not have done something that the general body has not ratified. I will make good the fact that my friend is not probably instructed. There is material that has been suppressed. My friend takes a position, and when I say my friend, I'm not talking about my learned senior, I'm talking about the petitioner, the respondent on the other hand, and the petitioner in item 41. He, before your lordships in a previous litigation, takes the position that there is an alternate remedy available when the electoral process was challenged before the ombudsman. He participates in an AGM, where he circulates the minutes for appointment of the ombudsman.
That is on merit.
Please just have the document in question.
You see, Mr. Rao, that's on merit.
Yes,
but let us just finish our procedural stuff first. Yes, Miss Case number 225 for 2026 in 321 or 2026 321. That's right, 31. After this is an application for impleadment of the ombudsman of the Meghalaya Cricket Association as necessary party respondent in the instant matter. Stop. The same not objected to by the 41. Not objected to by the counsel for the respondents. For the reasons stated therein, the ombudsman of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, should you give a name, Justice B. Agarwal, or not necessary?
Preferably not by name.
Yes.
Although we have also made that same mistake.
Yes. That's the office, not the person concerned.
Yeah, the office, yes.
Absolutely.
It stands impeded as party respondent number 3 in the instant matter stuff. Miss Case allowed and disposed of, registry to make necessary connections in the cause title. In the cause title, stop next. In the main case, in view of the order passed in Miss Case number so and so, notice to issue to the ombudsman within 2 days. Yes.
2 days.
Lordship, similarly, item number 42, Lordship. The President, while suspending the General Secretary, Honorable Secretary, has acted purportedly on the directions of the Meghalaya State Commission for Women, Lordship. So I feel that Meghalaya State Commission for Women will be a necessary party, Lordship. So I maybe withdraw this petition and liberty to file afresh, Lordship. I'll implead them. Lordship. Could they have given directions to remove the official, Lordship. So I feel that they will be.
It says to take action, but I'll leave it to my friend. He's Dominus Lightus.
Lordship.
We are just expanding the scope of what is otherwise.
What's the appearing for whom? For the president?
Yes. Yes, I'm in this.
Yes, so you put an application then, 42. With regard to 42, Mr. S. Pandey.
Some prayers will have to be amended, Lordship. So I'll.
Oh.
In that case, you withdraw and file.
Mr. S. Pandey, Learned Counsel, on behalf of the petitioner, WPC number
362, Lordship.
362.
Along with Miss Application 217, Lordship.
Yes, that will be the praise will be allowed to withdraw the incident petition, liberty to file a fresh if so advised. The same not resisted by the respondents. Matter only stands disposed of withdrawal with deputy as prayed.
May I pray for fixing it on 21st of this month, my lord?
Yes, then Mr. Rao, we will dispose of the next date. Yes, sir.
Can I only request for the 28th instead of the 21st if it's possible?
This court's always here. We have no issues. 28th will be a bit difficult.
Difficult, my lord. 21st, if you are 24.
Why don't you take it on the 26th or 26th, the restricted holiday?
27th. 27th.
Today, Mr. Pandey, I have a decision bench. And we become a tax.
28th was it's a holiday here, and if I could then assist your lordships physically.
Physically, 28th.
Gives me the opportunity of coming back to a place where I grew up in. That's why.
Oh, I don't know that. That's nice. Yes. The 28th, huh?
20, my lord. 28, my lord, I have prefix matters. That's why, my lord, if my learned friend can accommodate on 24th, my lord. 24th.
We'll do it on 24th.
24th. 24th, yes.
It is a formal party in this matter.
Anyway, but you have to put in your application before that. Yes.
Item 40, I will read response 6.
Who's response number 6?
PCCI.
Oh, very good. So, Mr. in item 40, Mr. K.C. Gautam appeared on behalf of the response number 6. So, notes computer respondents list this matter on 21st.
24th, Lord.
On 24th. And never shall be to dispose of the matter next date. Yes.
I'm so grateful.
Supplement. Can conclude this before the lunchtime. Yes.
Supplement 5.
Yes. Mr. Paul, I think hinges on the report and where's Mr. Marpan?
I would only submit, Millage.
See, the thing is that, from what Paramphasai, what it shows, that there was a total negligence on the part of
the bank.
So, can there be any other remedy for that? Through consumers and make them pay some penalty and now, some compensation.
My instructions are, Millage, I am happy with
the 90,000.
My money, Millage, which is part.
No. We have to see there. It's rampant across all sectors at HDFC. So you should take up this,
something. There has to be some mechanism has to be put in.
Deficiency in service.
Now, Millage, what was just being told to me is, Millage, that those finally after so long we've got where the money went.
Exactly.
But till now we don't know to whom the money is gone, Millage. The names are still not there.
That's what she had submitted on. That's the day before yesterday.
Millage. Millage, may I say this? Let the criminal investigation go on, Millage. Your Lordships, in terms of the orders of the division bench, Millage, we had made a statement that money is not being utilized. Now that's putting me in difficulty. To that limited extent, Millage, if this issue can be sorted out. And insofar as, Millage, to assist your Lordships, Millage, what we can do is examine, Millage, what the courts across the country have held insofar as this is concerned, and which is the mechanism that needs to be put into place, because
there's no SOP. I'm telling you, from Reserve Bank, where I've done limited research also.
There's no existing SOP.
That's the only thing. And the only thing that's standing is that, okay, fine, the alien amount be kept, be frozen, and the rest of the accounts we are out to operate. And some cases before this court, now alien amount of the two brothers doing business. The other account who is also not, that is also frozen. And that is...
It's going to ridiculous purposes.
Lengths, yes.
And sometimes it's 30 rupees is deposited.
Exactly, 2,000 rupees.
Bank account frozen. And everybody's just left to wonder what is happening. And then people's money is also just disappearing from the accounts. Anybody else is beside the point. I have myself been at the receiving end of this. Some SOP would probably...
Can you come up with some inputs? We'll have it next week. Yes, Mr. K. Paul, please.
May I also then pray that since your Lordships are examining the matter on a larger sphere, then maybe the Reserve Bank of India can be made a party. So their inputs will be very important.
Yes, we'll make it an own motion. Yes, in the course of hearing, it is noted that as these cases are rampant and there exists no definite standard operating procedure for banks to follow when such amounts are credited to the accounts of their customers and automatic freezing orders are issued by the investigating AGs concerned. In the concerned view of this court, it would be opposite if the Reserve Bank of India through the regional office.
Regional office, my lords.
Through the office of Shillong, who would you just get the.
And we'll get the details on it. Just give it to the court.
Implement's done at the court's own motion.
That's
yes. The registry required to add the Bank of India with the address we provided. This one, yes, the party responded and notice to issue.
There will be respondent number. I think one has already been added. 6, 7. There will be 7, my lords.
Respondent number 7. Just after 2 weeks. Why having lunch?
No, I got stuck on the other court. No.
It's all right. Your running's been in vain.
Sorry.
Yes. Good for fitness. Yes. We'll have it after 2 weeks then.
After 2 weeks.
Mr. Paul said he wants to bring other inputs. What is the procedure? What is the SOPs adopted by other banks and all in this case? Because you failed miserably in this case.
No, Your Lordship. I beg to differ, Your Lordship. We have done it according to the circular. By the book.
That is your statement, but
no, it's not a statement. Not a statement, Lordship. It's a. I'll show you, Your Lordship.
Yes. Anyway, we'll have it. Let him bring the inputs.
Okay.
Madam. Otherwise, it's become like a disease. Every week we're having, I think, a fresh matter.
Fresh matter is coming in. Value,